fall here, pick up a new leaf blower. Plus, you'll find a full line of Makita tools. So protect your home with a stop in at Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Airwood Street in Shelby. Online at clevelandlumbercompany.com. Yes, they are the builder's choice. When it comes to great seafood or steak in Cleveland County, it's the Creekside Seafood and Steak. There's no better place for hand-cut steaks, including filet, ribeye, T-bone, and New York strip. And now get 2 New York strips with salad and baked potato for only $35. And try their seafood from perch to flounder to shrimp to catfish and more, all served with your favorite sides. And they're open for breakfast Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Creekside Seafood and Steak, 1025 Kaiser Street, off Highway 74 East in Shelby, open 11 to 8 Tuesday and Wednesday, 8 to 8:30 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and 11 to 2 on Sunday.
Hey, good evening. Welcome into Shelby High football here at Highland School of Technology. Brent Pasco and Jeff Jones are bringing you the What's Up Shopper Stadium pregame show as Shelby is traveling up here to Gastonia to take on the Rams. And Jeff, interesting spot. You know, we've had a lot of stories over the years of, you know, some of our broadcasts and where they put us. And
this is definitely one for the books. And we apologize from the get-go. Where we are, we can see the field. We're in the corner of the end zone, about 10 feet above the field level.
Yep. And
we cannot see the scoreboard, so all we'll be able to tell you is what quarter it is. Can't give you any idea of what the time is because we can't see the scoreboard at all. But we'll be able to see the action on the field. And this is a game. This is the first conference game for both these teams. And somebody's going to have a victory when we leave tonight. Highland Tech comes in 0-1. They lost 2 weeks ago to Lincoln Charter by a score of 50-6. And the Golden Lions have lost to Kings Mountain and Crest in their first 2 ball games. I always like to give you the history of the rivalry. And Shelby and Highland have played 4 times. And Shelby has won all 4. Highland Tech has not scored. And Shelby has scored 72, 76, 72, and 77 points in those 4 victories.
Yeah, so it's been a super lopsided series. We don't expect much different tonight up here at Highland Tech, as some people call it, Highland School of Technology. And, you know, this is a school that won the Wachovia, not Wachovia, what do they call it now?
Maybe it's Wells Fargo.
Yeah,
anyway, the all-conference sports trophy. And we went in. We actually went into where the concession stand is and saw they have a lot of girls golf, track and field, volleyball, and I'm talking regional champions and state runner-up and state champions. So they have a good athletic program, and that's the thing that people will say, I don't understand why Shelby's in the same conference with a school like Highland Tech. Well, it's the conference. It's not a good conference for football, but conferences aren't set up for just football. And so they hold their own in just about everything except football.
Yeah, very competitive. I know in basketball we've had some good games with them. Baseball, it's pretty close. Girls soccer, whom my daughter played, and they kind of split while she was in school. So good school in just about every sport. They just don't have the student body to field a team as large as the football and be as competitive. But they're out here giving it a shot. They, when we played them last year, Jeff, over at Shelby, Highland Tech was running just about every play, and they would put a couple of offensive linemen in to run the ball, just to not get their quarterback beaten up. But in their first game, they threw it a lot.
They were 16 of 27 passing for 188 yards. That was the good news for their passing attack. The bad news was they threw 6 interceptions. So they went back and threw it, and just got to say, we really don't have any idea what we're going to see tonight, but we're going to be here to tell you what we can about the game, Brent.
Yeah, one thing we noticed in their stats is Julian Costner's a freshman quarterback, and they also have a senior quarterback that also plays cornerback. His name's Brandon Rice. He wears number 40. They both threw it about equally, and they both threw 3 interceptions. I'm pretty sure I saw Costner not dressed out, which would mean, I'm assuming Brandon Rice will get the start at quarterback, and we'll see him most of the night. Of course, the freshman is just 5'6", 150, so he hasn't grown into his sophomore, junior, senior body yet. That's Julian Costner. So, football here at Highland Tech. on Friday night. This is the What's Up Shopper Stadium pregame show. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Jeff has the coach's conversation with Coach Wilbanks, and we'll do that after this 3-minute break.
5 big tractor trailers have arrived at Cummings Furniture in Shelby, all loaded with mattresses, and all are now on sale. A queen set of Euro top mattresses for $339. Cushion Firm queen sets $349. And listen to this: All Best, Signature, Catnapper, Benchcraft, and Ashley recliners. Buy one, get one free. Prices start at $699. That's Cummings Furniture Company, 410 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at CummingsFurnitureofShelby.com.
Smiles are the specialty at Family Dental Care in Shelby. Doctors Jim Wilson, Paul McMurray, and Chase Price invite you to see them and their staff of well-trained professionals, all working together as a winning team to provide you with the highest quality treatment in a warm, caring setting. For your appointment, call 704-482-3281. Family Dental Care, 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. Online at shelbydentist.net. Family Dental Care. Remember, smiles is their specialty, and kids love them too. Now is the best time ever to buy your new floor for your home or business at Floor in America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia. Now get 12 months financing and pay 0 interest. That's right, pay no interest for a full year. From LVP flooring to carpet to vinyl to tile to hardwoods. They've got it all, and now 12 months interest-free financing. At Floor in America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors, 2757 East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. Your perfect floor starts at Floor in America in Kings Mountain and Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia. Foothills Podiatry in Shelby is happy to announce the addition of Dr. Strudy M. Carwa to their staff. Dr. Carwa is looking forward to providing you with exceptional care and comprehensive solutions for your foot and ankle needs. She brings a genuine passion for podiatric medicine and surgery, and she will be a valuable asset to their practice. Foothills Podiatry, 707 North Morgan Street in Shelby. Online at foothillspodiatry.com. Call 704-487-6672. Only 30 minutes away is your best deal on a Chevrolet. Listen up, Cleveland County. Did you know you're only minutes away from Fred Caldwell Chevrolet in Clover? It's people you know, like Wayne Gregory. He's been putting Chevrolets in driveways for years, along with Greg Good, who will help you with a payment that will suit your budget. They'll even come pick your car up in Cleveland County, take it to Fred Caldwell Chevrolet, and have it serviced and bring it right back to you. That's Fred Caldwell Chevrolet, Highway 55 in Clover.
Hey, we're back, and I'm going to turn it over to Jeff for the coach's conversation.
Welcome to our weekly coaches conversation. I'm here with head football coach Mike Wilbanks. And Coach Wilbanks, you just come off back-to-back big, huge county rivalry games and came up just a little bit short in the one against Crest, but I know the second half, gave you something to build on. What did you learn from these two county rivalry games?
Well, I think we still have a really good team. I think and our guys were in good spirits after the game, but Friday night we learned that they don't quit, and down 21-7 at halftime, and coming in at halftime, I was a little bit concerned. I didn't know, because they were getting the ball back to start the second half, so I didn't know which way it would go. But our defense came out, got a 3-and-out, and I thought our defense got put in some spots. I thought they played well for the most part. They gave up a couple of plays here and there, but that's going to happen against a really good football team maybe. I just thought their fight and their grit in the second half was something to hang our hat on. Offense got clicking, and we started running land some, and I think that got him more in the game and really got the guys excited. I got a little bit of enthusiasm on our sideline watching Land run the ball, and runs it hard. And then it's 21-21, and we got a little bit of momentum, and then Pettis kid makes a big play. I mean, he's a great player, and big time players make big time plays. He made one there. But I will say it got to be 31-21. I was proud of us being able to go down, run a little bit of a 2-minute drill, kick the field goal to make it 31-24. And had the ball bounce just a little bit differently. Maybe we get the onside kick, throw a Hail Mary, who knows. But got a lot to build on. I'm excited about the rest of the season. I'm excited about our team. I think we got a chance to still have a really, really good season.
Yeah, explain to a lot of people probably didn't quite understand why you kicked that field goal. I mean, when you did it, I said, well, he's thinking like NFL college coach now, because you're down by 10. If you score the touchdown, but you've only got 3 seconds left, you don't have any chance at all. But by kicking the field goal, if you do recover the onside kick, maybe you've got a chance for 2 plays. Is that what you were thinking?
Exactly. I mean, it got down to be 18 seconds or whatever, and they stopped the clock with the penalty. And so we went ahead and kicked the field goal. Grenier is a good kicker, and he's going to be really good. He's still young and still growing a little bit. So the odds of him making a 40-yarder are not great. So we were down there around the 20, 25-yard range. I don't know how long the field goal was. I think it was somewhere around 20. And I felt comfortable with him kicking that. So we kicked that, and I felt like we recovered the onside kick. Land's arm strong enough to throw it to the end zone, maybe once, maybe twice. But we knew we had to have a field goal at some point. And that was a better chance with about 18, 15 seconds left in the game right there. So we went ahead and took the field goal. Then we were going to try the onside and try the Hail Mary once or twice. And again, it bounced up on the kid's chest for Crest, and if it had bounced off of him, we were there. I'd like to have seen what would have happened. But credit our guys for fighting to the end there to put us in a position to maybe have a chance.
Well, we wish you the best of luck tonight, and look forward to speaking to you next week.
Sure. Thanks, Coach.
It's the Slingshot Showstopper sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 customer cash on remaining 2024 models, plus 15% off accessories. Plus, it's the all-out summer sales event on all Polaris models with up to $4,000 off 2024 models, and financing at 0% for up to 60 months. And save big on the Suzuki King Quad ATVs with 0% financing for up to 36 months or $1,600 in customer cash. At Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Don't wait till it's freezing cold outside. Now is the time to get your fireplace serviced by Future Energy Company in Shelby. Say you don't have a fireplace? Well, see Woody Padgett and Future Energy Company for all kinds of fireplaces and gas logs. And for those backyard cookouts, check out the Big Green Egg or Grills by Primo and the Broil Master Outdoor Kitchens. Future Energy Company, serving this area since 1983, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby, online at futureenergyco.com.
A small college town could be right for you. Gardner-Webb University is a private Christian liberal arts university in Boiling Springs that was founded in 1905. Whether you're graduating high school, transferring universities, pursuing an advanced degree, or returning to the classroom as an adult, Gardner-Webb has over 80 majors awaiting you. Become a part of Bulldog Nation. More at gardner-webb.edu. Make sure to catch a home-running Bulldogs football game through November 22nd.
Is your home or business in need of a new roof or gutters? Look no further than Gutter Guys. Gutter Guys provides complete gutter and roofing solutions in our entire area, and even in Columbia, South Carolina. With over 22 years experience, Gutter Guys specializes in metal and shingle roofing, seamless gutters, and copper works. If your roof and gutters need some attention, Gutter Guys is here to help you. No job is too big or too small. So give them a call today at 704-879-4384 for Gutter Guys. Serving the Carolinas since 2003.
Help! Help! He's back in town.
Yeah, I'm back in town, and this town is going down. It's me, Clint Eats Wood, and I can't be stopped. I eat all the wood I see, and there's nothing you can do.
Someone call H&H Pest Control. They'll stop Clint Eats Wood.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Stop Clint Eatswood before he destroys your home. Call H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing at 704-482-2847. Online at hhpci.com.
All right, welcome back into our whatsupshopper.com stadium pregame show here from Highland School of Technology. Shelby is visiting the Rams tonight in this conference opener for both teams. Shelby 0-2, losing 2 tough games, Kings Mountain and at Kings Mountain, and then Crest at home last week, 31-24. That was a game you heard Coach Wilbanks talking about, the fight that Shelby showed. after they got down at halftime, Jeff, and they really had a good second half and had a chance in that ball game.
Yeah, they got it back to 21-21, and the defense made a couple of really nice stops. And Shelby got the ball back, and with a chance, to go down and take the lead, and momentum had really flipped. And then, was it Lyric Pettis? Lyric Pettis, he's going to Duke, and he made a great play and ran it back deep, and they were able to punch that in. And that was pretty much the ball game at that point. But it was a nice job by the Gold Lions in the second half. And now they're going to try to open up the conference season with a good victory here against Highland Tech Rams. And it's about time for us to talk about our player to watch. And our player to watch is sponsored by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. And, Britt, who did we decide we were going to choose for that?
We decided to go defensively, and we're going to go with number 45, Calais Hunt. He's had two really big games for the Golden Lions on the interior of that defensive line, and we think he's primed to have a big game here again tonight. So Calais Hunt, our Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain player to watch here tonight. We're, about 13 minutes away from kickoff. They kind of did the national anthem and all that a little bit earlier than normal, so chances are we start this game early, Jeff. I don't know, but
and as we've mentioned before, we're going to apologize from the get-go. We cannot see the scoreboard, so we have no way of knowing exactly what the time is going to be. We'll just have to tell you, what quarter we're in, and just bear with us, and that's why we can't tell you for sure exactly how much time is on the clock to start the game, but it should be still 12 more minutes. So, yeah. Brent, we've probably got a chance to pay a few more bills and have a few more sponsors here.
Yeah, we do. We'll get some sponsorships in again. Just not the biggest facilities here. They've got a nice school and everything here, but this school is in another school. Yes. That was a previous school, and so haven't had a time to really build up the stadium here. So you probably got a capacity seating of what, Jeff? A few hundred people.
Yeah, a few hundred.
Yeah.
And it is full. People standing down along the fences, and and Brent and I, we've done a few basketball games here, and it is a tiny little gym, and it is a really big home court advantage because they have a student section, and it is loud, and it's a small gymnasium, and so it's a loud gymnasium. And Shelby's had some really good ball games here when they played Highland Tech in basketball.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Football team, like I said, just not enough students to be super competitive in the against teams in higher classes this year. I think Highland Tech is still in the 2A. Shelby's in 3A now. So this is a 1A, 2A, 3A split conference this year as we've gone to 8 classifications. And the Rams, they're wearing kind of like a LA Rams color scheme with the
kind of a royal blue with yellow gold, but they are coming out with, it looks like, is that black pants, I believe?
Yeah, it does look like black pants. And then the helmet's kind of a tritone.
Sort of similar to what the Jaguars wore a few years ago.
Yep. It's kind of got like a white top and then a light blue into a dark blue as you go down towards the back of it. So they've been standing out here for about 7 minutes waiting to take the field. The captains have the U.S. flag and the state flag in their hands, but they haven't taken the field yet. So let's get one more break here, 3-minute break from our sponsors. You're listening to the Stadium Pregame Show, brought to you by whatsupshopper.com right here on KTC Broadcasting.
It's an end of summer blowout sale at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Window air conditioners and portable air conditioners all on sale. End of summer savings on scratch and dent appliances, including refrigerators, upright and chest type freezers, ranges, dishwashers, and more. And all in-stock mattresses on sale. Hurry in now for the end of summer sales at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up, online at HendrickAppliance.com.
Go! We're going down to the Honda shop. I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
Get on your Honda and ride red during the Ride Red Summer Sales event at Honda Motorcycles in Shelby. For over 45 years, Honda Motorcycles of Shelby has been serving this area with sales, parts, and service. And now get low-rate financing during the Honda Ride Red Sales Event. Use your bonus bucks on accessories, a down payment, or the Honda Care Protection Plan during the Ride Red Summer Sales Event. Going on now at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard. Online at HondaMotorcyclesofShelby.com.
For over 60 years, through 3 generations, Hoyle Plumbing has been the reliable source for all your plumbing needs. Whether residential or commercial, our skilled technicians can handle your every plumbing issue. Rather tackle the job yourself? Hoyle Plumbing has a parts counter well-stocked and open to the public with knowledgeable people to answer any plumbing question you may have. Reach out to us today at HoylePlumbing.com. That's HOYLE Plumbing.com. Your hometown plumber for over 60 years, Hoyle Plumbing is here for you.
Just in time for your Labor Day picnic. Innovative Pool Designs in Kings Mountain and Belmont are having an end-of-summer blowout sale on the remaining grills in stock. Now get 25% off in-stock grills and take 10% off any special order grills. And while there, take a look at the spas, saunas, and pool designs for your backyard. Again, take 25% off in-stock grills now through September 2nd at Innovative Pool Designs, located at 629 East King Street in Kings Mountain, 6426 Wilkinson Boulevard in Belmont. Online at IPDNC.com.
Escape the elements and get back to comfortable with James River Equipment's Back to Cool special. Step inside a John Deere 3R, 4R, or 5E 3-cylinder tractor and enjoy the ultimate operator experience. The premium cab keeps you out of the dust, dirt, and bugs, while air ride seats and quiet climate-controlled interior lets you focus on getting more done. With up to $5,000 off and 0% financing for 72 months, there's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. James River delivers. Ends 9/26/25 with approved credit from John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
James River Equipment Company, 703 North Post Road, Shelby.
All right, we're back, and it's the What'sUpShopper.com Stadium pregame show. We're about 6 minutes until kickoff, so we'll have time for one more break. Let's talk a little bit about some of the stats for Shelby. Jeff, you got?
Yeah, goal lines. I would say the surprise stat of last week was Land Farmer running the football, and he now has 24 rushing attempts, and he's gained 127 yards on those rushing attempts. Now, the thing is that about 6 of those rushes have been sacks, so he's lost 56 yards in sacks, but he's gained 127 yards on rushing plays. So his net yardage is only 71 yards. He's got 1 touchdown, but he had over 100 yards rushing in that ball game Friday night, and he was really his running really kind of opened up the offense for the Golden Lions.
Yeah, absolutely. They they went with a freshman running back to start against Crest. They had Jalen Tate, who's been banged up in the preseason. He played, but he wasn't 100%. They had Jaden Williams out with a second week in a row in injury, so they said, hey, we're going to start a freshman, and did pretty well. Woods.
He had 8 carries. He had 31 yards, and so he had 1 touchdown run. Yep. And Tate has, for the year, he's got 17 attempts for 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. And so Farmer, Tate, and Woods, they have 4 touchdowns rushing, and Farmer is 46% passing right now. He's got 297 yards, 1 touchdown, but he's got 4 interceptions. So hopefully he's going to get well somewhat tonight, Brent.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Farmer, he's prides himself on taking care of the ball, so he's not happy about the 5 turnovers with a fumble. I expect him to get back on track and have a really good senior season. And no better team to do it against than Highland Tech, a team that Shelby's outscored by 70 points all 4 times they've played. So you got to figure, a little bit more of the same. Probably a chance to get some younger guys in too and get some reps if Shelby does indeed do what they're supposed to do tonight.
Captains are meeting at midfield. One of the captains for Shelby, Noah Gartner, and then it looks like we've also got. Is that number 11, yeah. Tyler Tate?
Tyler Tate.
And then we've got number 29. He's Kai Norris. And, again, where we're sitting, it's really hard to pick the numbers out. That looks like
Brett Morgan.
Brett Morgan.
Yep, 50. So those are the Shelby team captains. They just flipped the coin, or they're getting ready to flip the coin. I think they did. Highland Tech won the coin toss.
They deferred, so I think Shelby will receive to start this ball game.
So that's what you got. Our player to watch again, Killius Hunt. He's our Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain player to watch for the Golden Lions tonight. And he's had a good start to the season, Jeff. I don't know if you got any of those defensive stats, but I want to say he's been.
Yeah, Hunt's got 9 unassisted tackles, 12 assisted tackles, 5 tackles for loss, a half sack. So, in fact, he's the leading total point maker for the defense with 21 points. Just behind him is Noah Gartner. He's got 6 unassisted tackles, 13 assisted tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, 1.5 sacks. So he's got a total of 19 points. And Lan Hollifield has 4 unassisted tackles, 11 assisted tackles, 4 tackles for loss for 15 points. And then a lot of goal lines in the totals there. Thurman and Ramseur have 1 interception apiece, and Ramseur and Brown both have a tip pass.
So you got to love, Hunt with 5 tackles for loss in 2 games, and that's against 2 really good teams in Kings Mountain and Crest.
Try their big buffet and salad bar. You're going to love it with special pricing for seniors and kids. The kids will also love the big game room. This Christian-based company is locally owned and operated. You can order online at JamandJay'sPizza.com. Takeout, curbside, or delivery, all available by calling 980-303-2792. Jam and Jay's Pizza Factory, 1011 Grove Street, off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Applying for a car loan has never been easier than now at Jeff's Auto Sales in Lincoln and Shelby. Just apply online and get your financing pre-approved. Just go to jeffsautosales.com. And remember, they are the home of the $500 down payment. And shop online for your next vehicle. See the entire selection, pick out the one you want, and just apply online. That's Jeff Auto Sales, 3081 East Highway 27 in Lincoln, 4490 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Again, apply online at jeffsautosales.com. Service, dependability, value, fast delivery, and more. All during the Labor Day all-month-long sales event going on now at Kimball's Furniture in Shelby. Big lift recliners only $6.99. Sofas and love seats are $449 each. Reclining love seats, $749. And get ready for football with a big 55-inch TV, $599. Labor Day savings all month long at Kimball's Furniture, 300 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
All right, we're just about ready for that opening kickoff, and it will be the Rams kicking off to the Golden Lions. To start things off, looks like back deep is Man Collins, and is that 13?
I think it's 13.
13, Julius Brooks. All right. Up backs look to be Raper and Ramseur. And so one of them likely to get this kickoff, assuming they get a good foot into this.
Looks like the kicker is number 44, and that is Dirk Leibacher.
Wow. He's the kicker and punter. Kirk Leibacher. He's got it teed up. Golden Lions. And the Rams finally getting ready to start. This is a Jam and Jay's Pizza of Shelby kickoff. And the official is not blowing the whistle yet. Now here we go. Foot to leather, and this is kind of a knuckleball. It's going to be taken by Raper, and he's got pretty good run room. He's still on his feet, and looks like he's across midfield, Jeff, and he may take this to the house.
Well, they're going to get the obligatory penalty back at about the 50-yard line, so he's going to take it to the house, but I'm sure that's going to be a penalty on the Golden Line, somewhere around midfield.
Yep, so that was a kickoff return for a touchdown by Kendrick Raper, but it's going to be called back for a penalty. And as Jeff said, it's 10, 20, 30, around the 40, maybe the 45-yard line. Or the 50. Again, we're in the corner. Our depth perception is going to be pretty rough tonight. We're going to have to really rely on the sticks here on the sidelines. And unfortunately, they're on our sideline. And
we're going to guesstimate it was a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, and, Raper pretty much went untouched, Jeff. He started going left, and he went back to the right, got a wall of blockers, and he hit the Highland Tech sideline and just took it to the house.
It looks like that's going to be way back, probably around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so deep in Shelby territory, they'll take over 1st and 10. And our stats are going to be a little off tonight. We'll do our best. Farmer in the shotgun, stacked receivers to the left. He's going to throw it left. He's going to complete it to Collins, and he gets a couple of blocks. He hits the sideline. He's got a first down, and he cuts back. He'll be tackled right around the 40-yard line.
So we're going to guess that's about a 30-yard gain.
So it'll be 1st and 10. That first down sponsored by Gutter Guard of Kings Mountain. And Farmer to Collins, 1 for 1. And now ball right around the 40-yard line of Highland Tech as Shelby has entered their half of the field. And Farmer's going to throw again on first down. He's looking deep in the air. He's got Collins, but he overshoots him. Ball lands incomplete around the 2-yard line.
Just joining us, we are early in the first quarter. Golden Lions have taken the opening kickoff. They have 2nd down and 10 on the Highland Tech 40-yard line. No score.
Land was trying to hit Collins again on the deep ball, but it looked like Collins lost his feet a little bit, and it slowed him up just enough for that to fall too deep for him. Roseboro split out wide right along with Collins and Ram Sewers to the right. Lone receiver to the left is Cole Wakefield, and they'll throw it on 2nd down. They're going to throw it out of the backfield to Tate. He's got it. He's at the 30. He's at the 25, 20, 15, and all the way down to the 10. Another gain of 30 for the Golden Lions. And you got to love when you do the check down and you got your running back that wide open out of the backfield.
And I think that'll be 1st and goal, and it's the longest 1st and goal you can have. It's the ball is the nose of the ball is on the 10-yard line, so it's 1st and goal, but you have to get 10 yards to get that touchdown.
2 Gutter Guard of Kings Mountain first downs for Shelby. And on first down, they're going to throw it again. They've hit Roseboro, and Roseboro's going to be tackled around the 6 or 7-yard line. So nice job of tackling there by the Rams.
That'll bring up 2nd down and goal, and I think they're actually going to give him the 5-yard line, so that was a 5-yard gain.
So 5-yard gain, and it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Shelby, all passes so far, 3 for 4 for about 65 yards is Farmer. He's got Roseboro, Collins, Wakefield to our side. And they're going to throw it to the other side. Touchdown, Calvin Ramseur from 5 yards out. And the Golden Lions on the scoreboard with a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown catch by Calvin Ramseur on the pass from Land Farmer. I think Ramseur's first touchdown catch of the season.
And the way this field is set up, you would lose footballs if you kicked. So Shelby will be going for 2. So that's going to be a little bit different than what we usually would see. So the ball is sitting on the 3-yard line, and the Golden Lions will be now going for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and it's not to run up the score. It's totally because you're going to lose football if you kick it. So Farmer in the shotgun. It's an empty backfield. In motion goes Collins, and he'll take the little pitch forward, and he will cut back and take it in for the 2-point conversion. So that'll be Collins on the 2-point reception. And Shelby leads 8-0 here in the first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Jam J's Pizza Kickoff after this.
The Make This the Summer event is underway at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby. We are putting performance in your hands. Purchase now and get a $2,250 bonus cash allowance. You may be eligible for up to a $10,000 annual tax deduction on interest paid on a new qualifying auto loan on all new 2025 Dodge Durango models. Come on in now for all the details during the Make This the Summer event at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Make tax time easy on yourself by seeing Mark Patty and Associates in Shelby. Whether individual or corporate, they can help you with your tax preparation with professional service. And for businesses, they do bookkeeping and payroll. Mark Patty is an enrolled agent, and they can help with Medicare supplements, life insurance, and long-term care. Make tax time easy. See Mark Patty and Associates, 724 South Morgan Street in Shelby. Call 704-471-1414 for Mark Patty and Associates.
Matt Grenier's kickoff falls between the deep back and the up back turns around and just falls on it, Jeff, at about the 20-yard line for Highland Tech.
Well, Brent, I said it before. That looked like a Brent Pascoe pitching wedge. That ball hit the ground and backed up about a yard, and that ball laid there for just a little bit, and the receiver just jumped on it. That's what he should have done. So we're going to give him credit for a 49-yard kickoff. And Highland Tech will start around the 21-yard line. Golden Lions lead 8-0. We are early in the first quarter. We cannot see the scoreboard, so we do not know exactly what the time is. But Shelby leads 8-0. It had a 5-play, 70-yard touchdown drive with a 2-point conversion.
So in the backfield is Tristan Redlinger, and the quarterback will be Brandon Rice, number 40. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. And in motion, and I think that was
I think number 9 kind of flinched. He was the slot man to the right, so that's going to be a legal procedure. That's 5-yard penalty. And our penalties all season long, they are sponsored by Shelby Heating and Air of Shelby. There have been 2 penalties so far, a 10-yard penalty on the kickoff return on the Golden Lions and that 5-yard penalty. We also had a numbers, tax and bookkeeping touchdown.
So 1st and 15 as the ball's back at the 16-yard line. Rice, they're going to run the same play. In motion is number 4. He'll make the catch, but
maybe
he fumbles it, and Julius Brooks picks it up at the 5 and runs it in. Let's see if they call that incomplete.
They do call that a completed pass and a fumble. They've got to have had it.
Yeah, they're talking about it. He was trying to get a hold of it up above his head, and then it got knocked out of his hands. Julius Brooks just turned around, picked it up at the 6 and ran it in. They signaled touchdown, and
it looks like.
Now let's see what the call is.
I think they're going to give it a touchdown. So that was Brooks on a fumble recovery.
Yep. So Thompson makes the catch, but he lost 5 and fumbled it. And Julius Brooks, number 13, fumble return for the touchdown, and now. Another, I guess we'll just call this a Hojo Power Sports 2-point conversion, as they're typically our PAT sponsor, and this is a point after touchdown. It's just a 2-point after touchdown.
Well, that's, but there's no way that was a catch. He never came close to controlling that football, and I thought for sure they were going to overturn that, but they did not.
They did not. So.
But Julius Brooks did exactly what he should do. He picked it up and scored.
Yep.
Handoff to number 5, and oh wow, so Lorenzo Roseborough took the handoff. He ran dead to the right, then stood up and threw the ball. And is that Ramsor?
That was Man Collins made the catch. So pass from Roseborough to Collins. How about that?
A little trickery there.
Yeah.
16-0. Shelby leads.
That's on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Charitable scoreboard. Back after this for a Jim and Jay's Pizza kickoff.
Who's the full-service insurance agency that can process all types of insurance? The answer, Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance Agency. They represent over 20 major insurance carriers, quality and top names like Auto Owners, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Liberty Mutual, and Travelers. Maxwell B. Hamrick, dedicated to its customers just like they've been since the 1950s, and also dedicated to Cleveland County high school football. Offices in Shelby and Boiling Springs. Manager Bill Daves invites you by.
Charlotte realtors can talk till they're blue in the face about Gaston County, and they won't scratch the surface of what Moss Realty knows. Moss Realty has been serving Gaston County and the surrounding counties for over 25 years. Owner Warren and his team know the quality of life this side of the river. When it's your time to buy or sell a home, trust the real Gaston County experts at Moss Realty. They'll use their personal knowledge of the community to help you find your perfect home. Connect with them at 704-865-5555 or online at mossrealty.com.
Grenier's Jam and Jay's Pizza kickoff, taken at about the 10, Jeff, and I didn't get the number. It looked like 84.
It was 84, and that is Jace Lewis, a sophomore, and he returned it out to about the 23-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams at that point. Golden Lions lead 16-0. We are early in the first quarter.
Yep, that's on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky of Charitable scoreboard. Right by the Shelby cheerleaders and marching band over here, so you should be hearing some crowd noise without the crowd mic because we're so close to the action. And again, Rice in the shotgun, Redlinger to his left now, empty backfield. Rice puts the ball on the ground. It's a fumble. It's picked up by Achilles Hunt, and he'll return it to about the 4-yard line. And Rice just never got the ball in his hands. And Shelby's going to be set up with a very, very short field here.
They're going to be about the Highland Tech 5-yard line.
Well, how do you make things worse for yourself is you run 2 plays and they're both
fumbles.
And so they're going to put
Achilles Hunt, we're our player to watch every week, sponsored by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain.
So Shelby first and goal at the 5-yard line of Highland Tech. Farmer is going to pitch it to Ramsewer around the left side. Ramsewer's got to get to the corner. He does. He's running right towards us.
We got a flag about 2 yards deep in the end zone. I think they're probably going to call a goal line for a hold, would be my guess.
Yeah, and he was running right towards us, Jeff, and the flag came out right there. So raining back in Shelby, so hopefully we stay dry up here. But let's see the penalty. And remember, if it's down the field, it's a spot foul. If it's behind the line of scrimmage, it's from the line of scrimmage, and they're going to mark it from
the 1-yard line.
Yeah, 1-yard line. So we'll give Ramsewer a 4-yard catch.
And that was a 10-yard penalty.
And then a 10-yard penalty, so now it's first and goal from the
11.
So 2 10-yard penalties. Again, penalties are sponsored by Shelby Heating and Air. And Farmer's going to throw. He's looking our way. Roseboro jump ball, touchdown in the corner. That'll be an 11-yard touchdown pass. Farmer to Roseboro. And Roseboro's got 2 catches for 16 yards and a touchdown. He's also thrown a 2-point conversion pass. And the Golden Lions up by a score of 22-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
And Shelby again will go for 2. And the reason they're going for 2 is that the makeup of this field, if you kick it through the goalpost, you probably lose the football. So Shelby's going to go for 2. Again, empty formation.
In there at one guard is Malachi Hopper at tackle Wisnett, and they're going to throw it. And now rush comes late, and Farmer's going to take the sack. And that's a failed 2-point conversion. His helmet comes off in the meantime. That was a nice rush by number 51, Travis Woods. 6'2", 260-pound defensive tackle.
Shelby was trying to run a screen pass. The entire offensive line ran out to the right, and that's why Farmer was under such pressure, because the whole idea of the screen pass is that quarterback's got to get back and get rid of it. And again, we'll be going for our sponsors here, score 22-0.
We'll be back right after this.
You guys having a party too? Yeah, just having some friends over for the game. Is that safe? More plugs, more power.
You're all ready for the game. 4 new outlets, all with USB, and the projector's hooked up to a new dedicated line.
Oh, heck no.
What happened to the game? He likes to do it all himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's Bob Malarkey.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Jammin' Jay's Pizza Kickoff. Matt Grenier, that Hojo Power Sports 2-point attempt was a pass failure. Shelby leads 22-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Kickoff taken at the 12-yard line. Again, that's 84, and that's Jace Lewis.
And he ran hard. He took a pretty good shot and then continued for about another yard. That ball's going to be put around the 27-yard line. We're talking about a 48-yard kickoff from Grenier.
And down there for the tackle was Achilles Hunt and Bryson Brown.
We did find out that touchdown was scored with 9:24 left in the first quarter, so we've got, I would guesstimate, about 9 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Golden Lions lead 22-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Let's see if Highland Tech can get anything going. They've run 2 offensive plays. The first one was a completed pass to Irvin Thompson.
It turned into a fumble.
Yeah, and he had already lost about 6 yards on the catch, fumbled it, picked up, ran back for a touchdown, and then Rice mishandled the snap. That was picked up and run back to the 5-yard line, and Shelby scored 2 plays later. Rice in the shotgun, Redlinger in motion, empty backfield. He's going to throw it, and it was intended I couldn't tell if that was intended for 15 Polks, who was blocking, or Redlinger out of the backfield.
I think he just threw it way over Redlinger's head, and the problem is Golden Lions were all over that whole thing, and so that's probably the best thing that could have happened to the Rams, Brent.
Absolutely.
Golden Lions have run 7 offensive plays and have 3 touchdowns.
So in there at linebacker, wearing 25 tonight, is Dominique Woody. So that's a number change. Front, they're going with a 3-man front. It's Hunt and Malachi Hopper and Noah Gartner. And now Rice will throw, and he's going to throw it up in the air. It's up for grabs. Picked off by Calvin Ramseur at the 32. He's at the 25. He'll be tackled by Irvin Thompson, but that's an interception for Calvin Ramseur. And, you know, I think we saw why they threw 6 picks last week, Jeff. They just kind of threw that up for grabs. And
that ball's going to be around the Highland 18, maybe?
Yeah, I think, well, I think 13 maybe. I can't tell.
Nope, it's the 18.
Okay, 18. So Shelby will take over again deep in Highland Tech territory. Their third drive. It's been 3 turnovers for Highland Tech in 4 plays. And Farmer will throw it on first down, all day to throw. Out of the backfield, hits Jalen Tate, 10-5, touchdown. Shelby does 18-yard pass from Farmer to Jalen Tate, and Tate's got 2 catches for 48 yards and a touchdown, and Shelby has not run the ball yet. So that's a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown, the 4th of the game for Shelby. They've had a 5-yard touchdown catch by Ramseur, a 6-yard fumble return by Julius Brooks. They've had a 11-yard touchdown reception by Lorenzo Roseborough, and now an 18-yard touchdown reception by Jalen Tate. And now the Golden Lions again will line up for the 2-point conversion, sponsored by Hojo Power Sports. Throw it in the back of the end zone, intended for Landon Hollifield.
Yes, and the ball was overthrown. Of course, the last 3 yards of that end zone drop about 4 yards down. So that pass was really not as badly thrown as it looked. It's just, it drops precipitously.
Yep, so midway through the first quarter, Shelby leads 28-0 on your Nome Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
There's no doubt about it. Chevy drives America, and this area's top Chevy dealer is Marburger Chevrolet in Shelby. Coming now for 0% financing for qualified buyers on the 2025 Shelby Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with Turbo Max engine, and drive away in a 2025 Chevy Trax LS for $22,890, and pre-owned vehicles start at $99.90. See America in your new Chevrolet from Marburger Chevrolet, 200 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at marburgerchevy.net. For nearly 50 years, the K family at Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service in Shelby have been taking care of your bookkeeping and income tax needs in Shelby, Cleveland County, and the surrounding area. They feature a staff of enrolled agents and experienced tax professionals. Make sure you get every advantage you deserve. That's Numbers Bookkeeping and Income Tax Service, 707 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Give them a call at 704-484-2783. Online at numbersofshelby.com. They are there for you.
Jeff, we had us a Jam and Jay's pizza kickoff.
Kickoff traveled to about the 15-yard line, and it was a nice return by number 84, Jace Lewis, and he got it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Definitely the best field position for the Rams thus far. And it's unfortunately for people that are looking for an exciting football game, the game is gone, but it's pretty much the way we were afraid it might. Shelby has run 8 offensive plays, a 70-yard drive, a 5-yard drive, and an 18-yard drive, and they also had a fumble that they scooped and scored. So it is 28-0, and we still have over 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter, Brent.
Yeah, that's right, first quarter. So, and that's because Highland Tech's run 4 plays, and 3 of them have been turnovers.
And 3 turnovers and 1 incomplete pass.
So negative yardage, 3 turnovers, and now it looks like they're going to
23 is in maybe a...
Yeah, Redlinger, the running back, is going to run the Wildcat, and he's going to run around the left side. Heavy pursuit. That'll be a tackle for loss. That's Brown, number 20. That's Bryson Brown.
We're going to guesstimate a loss of about 2 yards.
And unfortunately, this is kind of what happened last year too, Jeff. They got the quarterback just had no time, so they kind of went to a wildcat, but they were running it with big linemen and and whatnot. So now
quarterback is back in this time. 2nd down and 12. We're going to guesstimate this. There's just inside 8 minutes left in this first quarter. Golden Lions lead 28-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Yet to have a positive yardage play is Highland Tech, aside from a kickoff return. And now Rice in the shotgun. And he's got 4 receivers. Redlinger still in there at running back. And now he's letting the play clock run down a bit. He'll take the snap. He's going to throw it in the flat. Nearly picked off. And let's see who that nearly intercepted. That was 29. Hezekiah Norris.
One of the captains tonight, 6'3", 160-pound linebacker, senior.
And you know what? He looks impressive out there, but really hasn't had any action, until this year, Jeff. And he's kind of worked his way into that rotation now.
And somebody that's worked his way and gets to be captain in the third game of the year, there's a lot to be said for that. Yep. And so Gold Lions are now looking, Highland Tech looking at a 3rd down and 12. Again, we're still relatively early in the first quarter. Shelby leads 28-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
This time Rice under center, and behind him is Irvin Thompson. And now he'll pitch it to
grass. And
that should be a fumble because he pitched it backwards.
I don't know if the official is going to try to say it was an incomplete pass. The ball was laying on the ground. I think they're going to say it was an inadvertent whistle, and it's still going to remain 3rd down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the inadvertent whistle.
So no play there. And we'll run 3rd down and 12 again. Yeah, he tried to pitch it to look like number 4.
It was nowhere.
Yeah,
it was nowhere near anybody. So, and the ball was laying on the ground. About 3 Golden Lions were making their way to grab it, and the whistle blew. That's why Brent said it's an incomplete pass. But
Kahari Corey, one of your cornerbacks right now, number 6. And defensive ends are Gartner and Tyson Williams.
I believe you have a timeout called by Highland Tech.
All right, we'll take it. Golden Lions lead 28-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Okie Knipe used to say, if it's round and it rolls, see Okies Tire in Shelby. Sure, they have tires for your cars and trucks, but what else? They have lawnmower tires, trailer tires, and even tractor tires. Yes, if it's round and it rolls, Okies Tire can help. See Chris and Ken today and drive away with your new set of tires from Okies Tire, 800 West Warren Street in Shelby. Call 704-487-7392. Open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Closed from 1 to 2 for lunch. At Okies Tire in Shelby. Olmsted Plumbing hopes you're enjoying the summer heat safely. Yes, it's officially summer. Time to plan for longer days and shorter nights. Maybe it's time for you to go plumb crazy and get that outdoor kitchen you've always dreamed of. Or get an outdoor shower for the patio. Or get that yard hydrant closer to the garden. Remember, preventative maintenance can avert a catastrophe this summer. But if you have a plumbing emergency, call the guys at Olmsted Plumbing, 828-245-7302. Online at olmstedplumbing.com. Get back to loving your plumbing and loving your summer.
Highland Tech timeout. We're now back, ready to run this 3rd down and 12. Actually, maybe they must have called it.
They're in a punt formation.
All right, so I guess they did call it an incomplete pass. And now back to punt is
number 44, Leibacher, I believe.
Yep. Slow snap. He gets it, gets the punt away.
Short.
Say bounces, takes a Shelby bounce, and nobody's downed it yet, but they blow the whistle.
And we will try to, it's going to be on the high.
Also got the opportunity to.
We should get to see a lot of reserves.
Yeah, we're hoping we'll see a little bit of either Raper or Thurman, and now this pass is complete to Collins out in the flat. He makes a good move. Big block from Cole Wakefield, and Collins is going to pick his way all the way into the end zone. That's a touchdown.
39-yard touchdown pass. Oh, no, wait a minute. There is a flag down at about the 15-yard line, far away from any of the action.
Yeah, I got a feeling it may even be on Wakefield over here. He did a pancake block, but he kind of tackled the guy at about the, I think you said it right at the 15. So that could negate the touchdown, but still be a big gain of 24.
So it's a 24-yard pass and then a 10-yard penalty. Third penalty on the goal lines for 30 yards.
But it's another first down. First down's sponsored by Gutter Guard of Kings Mountain.
That ball's around the 25-yard line.
All right, so 24-yard pass play and then the 10-yard penalty. And Collins has 2 catches for about 54 yards. And Farmer's going to throw it, and he's scrambling to his right, and he's going to throw it back across the field, and he's got Roseburg tried to make a leaping grab, but it falls incomplete.
So they bring it 2nd down and 10.
And that's probably a pass Land wouldn't make against.
Yeah, you don't need to get in the habit of making that pass because that's just got danger written all over it. That is the 10th offensive play for the Golden Lions here in this first quarter.
2nd down, 10 from what do we call it, the 15-yard line of, or is that the 25-yard line of Highland Tech. And the first handoff of the game. And I can't tell if that's Jonas Woods or Tate. Hold on.
It was a tiny gain, if anything, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
It was Woods on the carry. He
only picked up a yard.
So 3rd and 9 for Shelby, and it's probably going to be 4-down territory because you can't kick it. I guess you could kick a field goal because
you could kick a relatively long field goal. The problem is that the roof of the gym is, if you kick it up there, I don't think the ball is going to come back. And so that's why Shelby doesn't kick extra points here.
Yep. So 3rd and 9, Farmer in the shotgun. He's looking left. Now he looks back right over the middle. It's caught by Ramseur on a crossing pattern.
Nice tackle by number 3.
It's about a 14-yard gain.
Number 3, Jalen Bernard, made a touchdown saving tackle, and that ball is going to be just outside the 10, or maybe on the 10. I believe so. It's going to be 1st and goal again.
We'll call it a 14-yard catch by Ramseur, 1st and goal at the 10. That's another Gutter Guard of Kings Mountain 1st down. It's at least 4 for the Golden Lions. And Farmer looking left, throws it to Cole Wakefield. Wakefield inside the 10-5, touchdown. 10-yard Cole Wakefield touchdown catch. 3rd touchdown pass, 4th touchdown pass of the first quarter for Land Farmer. Golden Lions on top, 34-0 on your No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky of Cherryville scoreboard. And we're still in that first quarter. Hojo Power Sports 2-point conversion coming up. Woods is in at running back. Landon Hollowfield's also in at H-back. And so is number 25, Dominic Woody. So this may be a run behind those 2 big guys. On the right side, handoff Woods. He cuts it back, and he's in there. Jonas Woods with a 2-point conversion run. That's a Hojo Power Sports 2-point conversion. Golden Lions on top, 36-0. We'll be right back.
Some people say there are doers, and there are dreamers. But what's wrong with a little dreaming, especially when it's shared? With hard work, little dreams grow into big ones. At Kubota, we know that your work never stops, and we're inspired by those who dream. But our equipment is built for dreamers and doers, like you. Kubota, built for those who do.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, Kings Mountain. Since 1968, Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs has been serving this area with a full line of automotive products, including oils, transmission fluids, antifreeze, filters, chemicals, parts, and supplies for all types of automobiles and trucks with many brands to choose from. They sell to individuals or wholesale. Just visit the walk-in counter. Putnam Distributors, 1626 Peterson Drive off Highway 180 south of Shelby. Call 704-487-9395 or visit the website at PutnamDistributors.com. Putnam Distributors in Patterson Springs, offering quality automotive parts and supplies for over 50 years.
Jammin' Jay's Pizza kickoff by Grenier is going to be taken about the 15. Again, that's Jace Lewis, and good coverage by the Golden Lions. Bodies are still flying around down there.
Penalty flag on the field, I believe. Hard to tell from this vantage point. It looks like there's something yellow on the field.
Yeah,
may be wrong.
Let's get you some other scores. South Point leads TC Roberson 22-0 in the second quarter. Burns on top of East Gaston 13-0. Chase leads Blacksburg, South Carolina 7-0. Kings Mountain leads Bandy's 7-0. Reagan leads Reedsville 7-0. Crest over Asheville 14-0. That's a first quarter score. Of course, here it's 36-0 Shelby in your first quarter. And they're marking it at about the...
Yeah, one of the officials picked up his flag, but they didn't mark a penalty, so must have been an inadvertent flag.
Looks like the 30-yard line or thereabouts.
That equals their best field position of the night. It's 36-0, Golden Lions lead. And about 4 minutes left in this first quarter.
And Rice is going to hand it to Redlinger, and he's hit by Noah Gardner. I assume in the backfield, we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about a 4-yard loss.
And just nowhere to go. Gardner was right there. Redlinger tried to cut it back in, but nowhere to go. Going to be second and long. And they still don't have a play that's gone for positive yardage.
Golden Lions have run 13 offensive plays and have 4 touchdowns. They have an additional touchdown on a scoop and score fumble return and 3 two-point conversions, and that's what has gotten us to the score of 36-0. And that is the delay of game penalty.
Yep, so they took it all the way down, but they took it down too far, Jeff. And
yeah, in case you're a fan and you want to know how you can keep up with how you know the play clock is running down, the official that stands back by himself behind the safeties on defense, he will put his arm up when there are 5 seconds left in the play clock, and then he will literally count it off with his hand. And so I could see him counting 4, 3, 2, 1, and they never got under center to take the snap. So it's going to be second down and 19 at the 21-yard line. Hand off to number 9, and that will be their first positive play of the night. Looks like he picked up a yard, Brent. And number 9 is Michael Smith, listed as a defensive end and tight end, but 6'1", 210 pounds, picked up a yard on that. So that makes it third down and 18 to go. And again, Highland Tech is back in the huddle, and they're just standing there.
Yeah, at some point you're just like, hey, let's stop the bleeding. And so the best way to keep Shelby from scoring is to keep them off the field. So taking that play clock down, Rice gets the play. It's third and long. Ball looks like it's somewhere around the
22,
21,
probably.
22, yep. Shelby leads 36-0 on that No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
5 seconds to snap it now.
And 9 stays in, and Rice will throw it. He gets the heavy rush. He throws it up for grabs. Nearly caught.
Nearly caught. That's a big, tall wide receiver. Is that number 4? Irvin Thompson. He's 6'4", 190 pounds, and you know that's the best pass of the night. It still looked like that maybe the quarterback Rice kind of went back and just threw it up to grabs. When you throw it up to grabs with a guy that's 6'4", that's good. That's a pretty good play for you.
Yeah, if you're gonna throw a jump ball, throw it to somebody like that. You know, Shelby likes to do that with Roseboro, the basketball player, and you know a little bit last year with Tyler Morgan as well.
So back deep to receive this punt is Emmanuel Collins.
Rybacher to punt for the second time. Now, it was a slow snap. He got the kickoff. It is fielded by Collins, and Collins is going to be tackled immediately. Nice play down there by 52.
Yeah, great job of punt coverage that time.
That was 52. Keith Porter getting down there. And goal lines will take over, and again, it's anybody's guess where it is.
It's going to be... I think it's back in Shelby territory. We're going to guesstimate it's the 45-yard line, Brent.
Okay. So goal lines take over. Still the first quarter, Jeff, and it's 34-0. Shelby on top with the football.
36-0, isn't it?
Yeah, 36. And this is going to be a little shovel pass to Collins. Flag comes out from the back judge.
Sometimes that's too many men on the field. It really didn't look like it should be. I just can't see what he signaled.
Let's see which way they walk. And they're marking it off against the Rams.
I think it's going to be. I think they had too many men on the field that time. So it's going to be another 5-yard penalty. 3 penalties accepted against Highland Tech. They all been 5-yarders. So that's going to make it 1st and 5 for the Golden Lions.
And it looks like it's right on midfield. And it'll be a handoff to Tate, and Tate's got running room. Still on his feet over on the Rams sideline. He never did go down, but he did go out of bounds.
And that looks like he is maybe around the 35-yard line, so we'll say a 15-yard gain.
Okay. And that's another gutter guard of Kings Mountain. First down.
First down for the Golden Lions. Only 5 first downs. 5 first downs, 5 touchdowns for the Golden Lions thus far.
Only 2 running plays. They had a 1-yard run by Woods and now a 15-yarder by Tate. And Tate's had a good game. He's got 2 catches for 48 yards and a touchdown, and now a 15-yard run. And Farmer is going to throw it, and he's going to call his own number, and he's going to run it around the right side, and he'll be tackled right near the sideline.
It was like about a 6-yard gain, I believe. Nope, maybe more. Maybe 9-yard gain.
Okay. 2nd and 1.
Brent, when this game goes into the second quarter, and if everything's on the other side of the field, we have no way.
We're doomed. 2nd and 1, and the ball appears to be about the 26-yard line. Just judging from, or maybe that's the 21-yard line. And now Jalen Tate will tote it all the way into the end zone. That's a touchdown, Golden Lions.
It is 26-yard run.
So Tate with a 26-yard touchdown run. That's a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown for the Golden Lions. Still in the first quarter, and that makes the score 42-0, pending this Hojo Power Sports point after.
23 seconds left in the first quarter, Brent.
23 seconds, all right. And Hojo Power Sports 2-point attempt. Tate stays in at running back.
Shelby's a little bit disorganized, trying to figure out who's where.
Well, they got Joyner in now at guard with T. Hollifield on the left side. And Farmer's going to throw a pass to Landon Hollifield, and Hollifield's going to fight his way into the end zone. That's a 2-point pass from Farmer to Hollifield, and the Golden Lions lead by a score of 44-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
The automobile rates have never been better than now at Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency in Shelby. If you're in the market for automobile insurance, now is the time to see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance. Their mission is to help people manage the risk of everyday life and help you recover from the unexpected and realize your dreams. You'll find a friendly staff that will work hard for you and your insurance needs. From auto to home to property, life insurance, and more, see Reed Lindsay State Farm Insurance Agency, 1671 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, online at reedlindsay.com.
It's time to discover Ronaldo Honda in Shelby. Get your best deal at Ronaldo Honda or they'll pay you $1,000. Come in for all the details. They'll even deliver to your home. Plus, Ronaldo Honda gives you the best possible trade dollar. They value your trade. Get an appraisal today. And don't forget about Ronaldo Honda's certified pre-owned vehicles. Find out more at Ronaldo Honda, 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at ronaldohonda.com.
Grenier with a Jam and Jay's Pizza kickoff.
Best kickoff of the night for Grenier. That got back to the 8-yard line.
Reminder, our stadium halftime show sponsored by Gardner-Webb University. We're almost done with the first quarter, Jeff, and it's been all Golden Lions. They lead 44-0.
I believe the line of scrimmage is about the 18-yard line for Highland Tech.
And they've just had they've had one play
that gained yardage, and that's 1 yard.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So it's been a tough night. Quarterback is 1 out of 6 for -5 yards and an interception. They've run it 4 times for -9 yards and a lost fumble. And they've also have 1 reception, and that was the lost fumble.
I don't know what to call this formation, Brent.
Yeah, it's...
The quarterback is flanked by 2 running backs, and he's about 8 yards back in the backfield. And tries to hand off. The ball is dribbled around and unfortunately tackled, and that's going to be way back at about the 9-yard line. That should be the end of the first quarter, though.
Yeah, Achilles Hunt on the tackle way behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a 8-yard loss.
Yeah,
and that will be the end of the first quarter.
All right, so at the end of 1, Shelby 44, Highland Tech 0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
It's an end of summer clearance sale at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Come see how easy it is for you to be a satisfied customer. On the lot right now, take a look at a 2011 Audi for $89.95. How about a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta Sports Wagon for $11,995? SNR Auto Sales has a 2017 Honda Ridgeline, $13,995, and a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle, bright red, $10,995. See the inventory online at srautosales.com. SNR Auto Sales, 417 South Post Road in Shelby. Like them on Facebook, too.
Sizzleman Son Paint and Body Shop wishes all Cleveland County High School sports teams a successful season. A local family-owned business for 26 years, Sizzleman Son offers auto and truck body repair and painting, motorcycle refinishing, and dent removal. They're known for the quality of their work, their experienced staff, and their dedication to customers. In their own words, we work for our customers, not for the insurance companies. We have your best interest in mind. Call 704-730-0050 or stop in 2027 Shelby Road in Kings Mountain. They're there when you need them.
All right, we head to the second quarter here at Highland School of Technology. Shelby leads 44-0 as we start the second quarter. Now they've changed field position, so we're going to have a really tough time with the yardage. We've done pretty good, I think, so far, Jeff, with you being able to keep up where the sticks are pretty close to, but now we're all the way at the other end of the field. We think it's about 2nd and 18 after that big loss.
Ball was around the 10-yard line.
And I'm going to have trouble even knowing who's got the ball at this point.
Yeah, we are just above field level, and it's 100 yards away from us because we're behind the end line, and the ball's on the 10-yard line over there. So,
well, they definitely have a new quarterback in, and it was a direct snap, and whoever got it got destroyed.
We lost a lot of yards.
And that tackle was made again by Achilles Hunt.
So it's going to be 3rd down and a bunch, and if the ball's got to be, I'm guessing it's around the 5-yard line. Shelby leads 44-0, and we just started the second quarter.
Jeff, I think that was 15 that ran that ball, and that's John Polks. So he's now in at quarterback. but it's 3rd and a mile. And it's Polk's in the shotgun. He's probably standing in his own end zone, and he's going to be sacked or tackled. It looked like maybe he tried to run it.
So it will be 4th down. So now they'll be punting out of their end zone. Man Collins will be standing, conservative estimate, he's standing about the 30-yard line of Highland Tech. Again, we apologize. It's clear on the other side of the field, and we just cannot tell you exactly where the ball is.
Yeah, I'm just going to say he had no gain there. They're probably punting somewhere around their 3-yard line, which means Leibacher's going to be in his end zone, and that's dangerous.
Standing near the back of the end zone, so a bad snap could lead to a safety. Shelby's been fairly close to blocking it, and they've not run. They're running a return. But, you don't tell your guys not to rush. So
4th down and about 25 or 6. And
I believe it's a timeout. The clock is stopped. It is a timeout by Highland Tech.
All right, they take it. We'll take it, too. We'll be back after this. Shelby 44, Highland Tech 0.
Don't get hosed on your hydraulic hose connections. See the hose man, Charles Cabinets at Shelby Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts store. They do all types of hydraulic hose connections, including hoses for heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses available in metric or standard fittings. And pick up your interstate batteries for your lawnmower, tractor, and heavy equipment, plus filters too, and they carry air gas. See Shelby Auto Parts, 409 North Washington Street in Shelby, open 7:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. Call 704-482-2468 for Shelby Auto Parts. Fall planting time is here for your fall garden. Pick up seeds on sale at Shelby Hardware. Now get 5 packs of seeds for just $5. And with canning season here, get your canning jars, lids, and supplies. Also, round glass lodge lids are 35% off. Shelby Hardware has from $50 to $100 off Echo push mowers. Coming in for all the details, shop your hometown hardware store. That's Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Online at ShelbyHardwareandSupply.com. Call 704-482-4405.
It is going to be a punt from the back of the end zone, and they're taking an awful lot of time to get this snap. And now the officials respotting it. Was that a penalty on Shelby? So 5-yard penalty marked off against the Golden Lions. That'll help a little bit with some breathing room for Leibacher back there. But he's still in his own end zone, just not in the very back of it. And snap bounces to him. He gets the kickoff, and it's over towards the Shelby sideline. This is going to bounce and be fielded by Man Collins on the bounce. And he's hit. He spins out of that, and he's running down the sideline, cuts it back, and into the end zone, I think. Let's see.
They signaled to stop the clock, so I haven't seen a signal for a touchdown. Maybe he went out of bounds at some point. Yeah, we're looking through the Golden Lions on the sidelines, and Shelby has the ball deep in Highland Tech territory. That's all we can tell you. It'll be first down. That's all we can tell you. I'm not sure if it's first and goal. We cannot see the sticks.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's inside.
I think it's first and goal.
The 10, yeah. So first and goal, I believe Kendrick Raper is now in at quarterback. Jeff with Tyler Tate and Jonas Woods in the backfield. So Tyler Tate with his first action, and now we've got official timeout. Highland Tech takes their third and final timeout of the half. We'll take it too. When we return, Shelby will have first and goal.
There's nothing like free service. Now that's hard to believe, unless you get free service from Shelby Heating and Air. Now for a limited time, get free service on same-day repairs, $200 or more from Shelby Heating and Air. Call for details at 704-487-7877. They're locally owned and operated and have been for 45 years with 24/7, 365 emergency service. That's Shelby Heating and Air. 1990 Eves Road in Shelby. Online at shelbyheating.com. Like them on Facebook, too. Planning a funeral service can be a very difficult process for families who have just lost a loved one. Celebrating lives and healing grieving hearts is the theme for the Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Fallston. It's important to them to provide those who are grieving with a supportive environment in which they can begin to find closure, say goodbye, and come to terms with their loss. Find out more today. Visit them online at StameyTysingerFuneralHome.com or give them a call at 704-538-8631. The Stamey Tysinger Funeral Home and Cremation Center, 846 East Stagecoach Trail in Fallston.
All right, after the timeout, Land Farmer back in at quarterback, but he does have Tyler Tate in the backfield with him. Man in motion. And it's going to be a pass play over the middle. It's caught. And I think that's Tyler Tate out of the backfield for the touchdown. If he's wearing number 11.
Number 11 did catch it and score a touchdown.
So Tyler Tate with the touchdown catch. And how about that on the senior who's a captain, gets his first varsity touchdown of his career, I believe. And I don't know, we'll call it a 8-yard touchdown. Does that sound good?
Yep, sounds good.
So that was Farmer to Tyler Tate. And 2-point Hojo Power Sports 2-point after conversion attempt is Kendrick Raper in at quarterback. He'll call his own name and he'll go in standing up. So Tate with a touchdown catch and Raper with a 2-point Hojo Power Sports point after, and the Golden Lions lead 52-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
For 17 straight years, Via Health Partners has been voted #1 in hospice. There's got to be a reason. Via Health Partners provides exceptional care. The comfort of their patients is their top concern, and that's why they offer hospice care wherever a patient calls home. Via Health Partners is there where you need them and when you need them. Find out more by visiting their website at viahp.org. Again, viahp.org. Voted #1 in hospice for 17 straight years. Via Health Partners, founded as Hospice of Cleveland County. There might be other Coyote tractor dealers in the area, but there is only one that stands above the rest, and that's Weston Sales in Vail. There's a reason they have been one of the top-selling Coyote tractor dealers in America today. Some reasons could be quality of service, friendly people, and yes, price. They will not be undersold on a new Coyote tractor. There's one waiting for you, Coyote and Weston Sales, synonymous in the tractor industry today. See them at 110 Highway 18 North in Vail, online at westonsales.com. Like them on Facebook too.
Jammin' Jay's Pizza kickoff, and
it was kicked to 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like they got it at about the 28 or so. We'll call it the 28. So Shelby's got 7 numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdowns.
They've run 17 offensive plays.
And they do have 1 defensive touchdown. In at DB is Kieran Thurman.
There's approximately, I'm sorry, Brent.
Yep, go ahead.
There's approximately 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Shelby leads 52-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
In at DB, you've got 20, Bryson Brown, 6, Kahari Corey, 7, Calvin Ramseur. You got linebackers, number 4, Landon Hollifield, 13, Julius Brooks, 25, Dominic Woody. You also have Kieran Thurman in there, number 15 at cornerback. Defensive line is Gardner, Williams, Hunt, and Hopper. So I would say mostly that's the starters, other than Raper's not in at corner. And let's see who's, I think Pearl is still in it at quarterback, and he just ran it into the line.
And again, if you're saying why is the first team defense still in, I think I'm conservatively saying there have been 12 offensive plays that Highland Tech's run, and I believe that was a fumble.
It was. So
both lines have recovered a fumble.
Yeah, I couldn't tell who got it, but Pearl. And Flag's coming out. Collins has it, and he's going to go all the way in for the touchdown, but flags were flying. He must have put on some pretty good moves over there.
Yeah, he ran into the crowd that we couldn't see for the team that's standing between us and where the action was, and then a flag flew out, and then he made a heck of a move and scored. But that's going to come back. That's going to be the 5th accepted penalty on the Golden Lions.
I think that's the 3rd penalty on a touchdown, too, that's been called back. I think we had a kickoff return for a touchdown and then 2 passes that were called back.
So I guess it's about 1st and 20.
In at right tackle for the Golden Lions, number 59. And that is Krishan Harris.
And Tyler Tate in the backfield, he gets the carry, and he's running wide open in the secondary.
Cuts back, slung down, close to the goal line. Touchdown, Tyler Tate.
So we're going to guess that's 36 yards?
Yeah. 1st and 20, and we'll give Tyler Tate a 36-yard touchdown run. It was impressive. He made a couple of cutbacks and gets his 2nd touchdown of the night. First one receiving, this one rushing. And now it's the Hojo Power Sports 2-point attempt. Farmer in, Tate in. When I say Tate, it's Tyler Tate, not Jalen Tate. In at running back. Cole Wakefield in at receiver. Tyler Tate with the handoff. He spins. I don't think he got in.
That's going to fail.
So run failed, but the Golden Lions put 6 more on the scoreboard, and they lead 58-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be back after this.
Shop American, even when it comes to flooring. And Willis Flooring Shop in Shelby has a new selection of LVP flooring by Cortex, and it's American made. Also, pure grain engineered flooring, yes, American made. Plus tile, carpet, vinyl, and more. And listed up installers, Willis Flooring Shop in Shelby has backer board, hand liners, sand, cement, corner benches, Sluter, and sundries. Head to Willis Flooring Shop, 2247 Kings Road in Shelby, open 8:30 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Like them on Facebook too.
All right, we're back for Jammin' Jay's Pizza kickoff. The numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown. That's about a 36-yard run by Tyler Tate. His 2-point Hojo Power Sports conversion run failed. He was tackled shy of the goal line, but the Golden Lions lead 58-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We got Matt Grenier. Actually, that's not Grenier.
Yeah, that's number 80.
Who's not on my roster.
Who's not on the roster.
So we've got another kicker in there. I assume maybe a JV kicker getting some. The JVs tried to play AC Reynolds last night, Jeff. It was 8-0 Shelby, and then the Lightning came, and that game was canceled. And this kickoff's taken, and good coverage by the Golden Lions. Going to be about the 30-yard line-ish.
Who's that kicker?
So Highland Tech will take over at about their own 30. They trail big time, 58-0. There's still about 8 minutes and change left in the second quarter as the Golden Lions keep forcing turnovers, and off the turnovers they've been scoring every time. And so Boone Weiss is now in at linebacker for Shelby. Always like to see some other guys getting some playing time. Hezekiah Norris in it. And 18, Grady Nodine in at linebacker for the first time tonight. So Nodine and Weiss and Norris are your 3 linebackers. So that's 3 different linebackers than were in on the previous series, which was Woody and Hollifield and Brooks.
Well, we're pretty sure that's Preston Ash did that kickoff.
Okay. And now flag comes out from the back judge while the teams are just getting lined up.
Delay of game.
So that should back up the Rams 5 yards. So I had them somewhere around the 30. They're going to back it up 25 to be 1st and 15 from around the 25-yard line.
Again, if you're just joining us, Golden Lions lead 58-0. There's 8 minutes thereabouts left in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's been all Shelby, and it's been a mix of Shelby big plays and lots of turnovers by Highland Tech. And looks like they went back to, let's see who's in at quarterback. They've had 3 quarterbacks play, or they've had Redlinger do the Wildcat, but Prolks has been in, and he's just calling his own number that time. He's number 15, and I think he may have got 2 yards.
Yep, and coming in for Shelby right now is 44 Tyson Johnson. He makes his way in. We'll try to do as much as we can to give you some names of the Golden Lions that are playing. I know Brent was doing that. I was off trying to do some detective work to find out if that was indeed Preston Ash. And it was.
So we'll call it 2nd and about 13 for the Rams. Prolks stays in, and he's going to throw it. And he's going to air it out right side. Jump ball caught by Irvin Thompson.
It was almost caught. That was a ball that was up there, and he was up there, and 2 Golden Lions. I think 3 different guys had their hands on it, and it looked like he was going to bring it in, but the ball came loose right before he hit the ground.
But their nicest play of the game, I think, he had time to throw it. He made a pretty good throw. He threw it to his big receiver who went up and nearly caught it.
Number 6, Kahari Corey, was one of the Golden Lions that had his hands on that. And I also think number 15, Kieran Thurman, was back there. I think the 2 of those guys, were right around the football. But that was almost a great catch.
In at linebacker 19, is that Cuthbertson, I think. We'll get more clarity on that. Prolks in the shotgun. It's
3rd and long.
Yep, 3rd and 10 plus. He throws a pass.
It is complete.
Thompson catches it, tackled immediately by Corey, number 6.
So that's going to bring up 4th down. And it's less than 10, so 2 good positive plays back-to-back for the Rams. And, do they go for this? I mean, chance to get a first down? I don't know. They're out of timeouts. They should be out of timeouts, so it's not like they can just kill clock. But
it looks like they're going to go for it because
Nope. There's a punter back there.
Nope, Rybacher's back there.
And, that just shows our vantage point. The things on the other end of the field we just can't see, and that ball bounces. But, again, good job by the punter to get it off.
Bounces, and it takes a big Highland Tech bounce. It's going to bounce all the way down to about the Shelby 28, 29-yard line.
So we're going to guesstimate. We're going to give them credit for a 40-yard punt.
So nice punt there by Rybacher. I think that's his name, Rybacher.
Only the second time the Golden Lions have started on their end of the field. And it's looking, now that we kind of see, I think it's around the 32-yard line of Shelby.
Okay. Leibacher, not Rybacher. Leibacher is their punter. Farmer takes a snap, pitches it to Collins. He's got Woods ahead of him blocking. He's going to bounce it towards the sideline. Now he cuts it back to the right. Still on his feet. He's near midfield and still on his feet. And he's hit the Highland Tech sideline. And now he puts his foot on the ground and stays on his feet. And
he's down.
Finally, I mean, he took
it about 60-some yards.
I mean, that's got to be inside the 10.
Got to be first and goal.
And we'll call it 62 yards. I don't know, 62. We'll call it first and goal at the 8. How's that? Third catch of the night by Collins, and they've all been big plays. That's another gutter guard. Kings Mountain first down First and goal, Shelby, and they may be even inside the 5 now that I'm looking at it. And that's going to be handoff.
Stop just shy of the goal line, so it's going to be second down and goal.
Who got that carry? Almost looked like Brooks.
It looked like Brooks. I'm not sure.
All right, we'll say it was Brooks. Second down and goal. And now Woods is in at running back, the freshman. He's 2 Farmers left. Roseboro, Wakefield to the left, Ramseur to the right. Ramseur in motion, he gets the pitch. Nowhere to go, cuts it back towards the middle, and he's going to be shy of the goal line as well. It's going to be third down and goal. And that's the third catch by Ramseur. I've just got 2 incomplete passes for Farmer on the night. It's third and goal, somewhere near the goal line. Shotgun, handoff Woods, and he walks into the end zone for the touchdown. So we'll call it a 2-yard TD. And Farmer's going to call his own number, and he's in. And that'll be a 2-point conversion, and the Golden Lions lead 66-0 under No Malarkey Mr. Sparky Scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Have you got a ping, pang, ding sound coming out of your car or truck? Well, then take it to A-Plus Automotive in Shelby. A-Plus Automotive does all types of automotive repairs, from tune-ups to an oil change, and complete diagnostic work. And they are a North Carolina inspection station with over 17 years of experience. See A-Plus Automotive in Shelby today. They also do AC and heater repair. Get her running today with a stop at A-Plus Automotive, 1900 Elizabeth Avenue in Shelby. See Charlie Heston today or call 704-482-0441. Bring your car or truck back to life by taking it to Affordable Paint and Body Shop in Shelby, now located at 2230 Huey Church Road, just about a quarter of a mile from their old location, right across from City Electric. For over 16 years, Affordable Paint and Body Shop has been serving this area with the finest in paint and body repair. No matter what you drive, they can paint it, and they give free estimates and do insurance work as well. Drop by for your free estimate today or call 704-471-2122. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Affordable Paint and Body Shop, 2230 Huey Church Road in Shelby, right across from City Electric.
All right, Preston Ash to do our Jammin' Jay's Pizza kickoff. It's been a lot of Golden Lions numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdowns. Short kickoff, and Highland Tech just falls on it. Penalties, sponsored by Shelby Heating and Air. Shelby's had about, what, 5, you said?
5 penalties, 4 10-yard penalties and 1 5-yard penalty. And Highland Tech's had 4 penalties. They've been all the 5-yard variety.
So Highland Tech takes over with a little over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. They trail 66-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And in for Shelby 44, Tyson Johnson. Boone Weiss is in. A couple of different guys on the D line. Is that 58? Is there a 58? I don't see a 58. So I'm not sure who that is. There's probably a JV player in there. 58 on the D line. 19, Tykerian Cuthbertson is in. He's a good-looking young guy.
Yes, he is.
Malachi Hopper and Johnson, that's your front 4. And we just don't know who 58 is. Nodine and Weiss at linebacker. And they're going to go with, and false start. Left guard stood up a little early. So that'll be a Shelby Heating and Air 5-yard penalty marked off against Highland Tech.
So it's going to be 1st and 15.
Again, coming up at halftime, our Gardner-Webb University halftime show. We're going to go through our James River and Equipment recap of the first half. Give you some scores from around the area on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. And
run up the gut for no gain.
Let's see who that is. That's.
I swear it was like a 50 number.
It did. It was a 50 number. And I'm not sure who that might be, but
it may have been 56 Jace Waldrop.
So maybe a yard, looks like. Maybe it lost 2 yards.
Well, it was a 5-yard penalty to begin with. So that's probably a gain of 1 or 2. Yeah. I think it's second down and 13.
You're right. Yeah, I'm going to put 56, but I'll pay better. It's hard to see all the way down there. And they're literally just...
Apparently, there was somebody under center. Because,
yep.
And that's, again, I believe it's another gain. I think they're like maybe 3rd and 9 to go.
Yeah, what they're doing is they're getting under center now, and they're just running right behind the center.
Sneak.
And they're just saying, hey, we're going to take 1 or 2 yards as long as it's not -8 or a turnover.
Well, they have turned it over 4 times. They've lost 3 fumbles and thrown 1 interception. One of those fumbles led to I think I missed a turnover, Brent. I think there might be 5 turnovers.
Yeah, so Polks is still in there. So I'm guessing maybe he ran both of those. And not 56, but maybe it was the 56 was on the ground blocking, but Polks is still in there. He's running
down again.
I think it's about 4th and 11 or 12.
I don't know. It almost looks like the down marker is inside the stick. But again, it's a pretty good guess from this angle.
Back to punt is Leibacher, and back for Shelby is Man Collins. And kicks towards the Shelby sideline. It's going to bounce around the 50 and roll dead right around the 50-yard line.
So we'll say about 25-yard punt.
So Gun Lines will take over right around the 50-yard line with a 66-0 lead. And just a few minutes before halftime. And out there at quarterback is going to be Kendrick Raper. At running back is 19 Tykerian Cuthbertson. Number 74, Kendall Smith is in at left tackle.
1:17 left in the first half, Brent.
Wakefield in at running back. They're going to throw it to Wakefield. He catches it. He's got 2 defenders in his face. He makes a good move to the outside. Now he's hit the sideline. He's going to be tackled, but a nice gain there by Wakefield.
We're going to have to guess is about 20-some yards.
Yeah, let's give him 25. It's going to be a gutter guard of Kings Mountain first down. And that's Wakefield's first catch that counted. And now Raper's rolling. He's going to call his own number. And he's in the clear. And he's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Kendrick Raper from 25 out. And Shelby up 72-0. Raper showing off some speed there that we knew he had. And now it'll be the Hojo Power Sports 2-point conversion. That was a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown run. We'll say 25 yards-ish for Kendrick Raper. And now he'll hand off to Tykerian Cuthbertson. He will take it in for the 2-point conversion. And Shelby with a 74-0 lead here in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
At All Care Insurance Services, they take care of you. From auto to home to business, All Care Insurance can help. They've been helping North Carolinians save on their insurance since 1984. All Care Insurance Services is an independent insurance agency. They work for you, not the insurance carriers, finding you the best value on auto, home, and business insurance. Visit one of their offices near you. 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4835 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia, and 7005 East Wilkinson Boulevard in Belmont. Online at goallcare.com.
We all hear about how good the barbecue is in Lexington, Greensboro, and in eastern North Carolina. But here in Cleveland County, we all know that the best barbecue is here. At Alston Bridges Barbecue, Kent and Linda Bridges and their family make sure the staple of their restaurant is the best barbecue. Your choice, pork, beef, or chicken, plus delicious sides, such as slaw, beans, fries, and hush puppies. The best since Alston and Mabel opened in 1955. Alston Bridges Barbecue, 620 Grover Street, right here in Shelby.
Alston Bridges Barbecue is now open 10:45 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Preston Ash puts his foot into the Jammin' Jay's Pizza kickoff, and it looks like Highland Tech's going to have it around their 25-yard line. Under a minute to go here in this first half.
That touchdown was scored with 32 seconds left, so we should be able to get to halftime with any further damage.
One more touchdown, Jeff, and Shelby's hit the 80 mark. They've never done that against Highland Tech. And
basically they just snapped the ball back to the quarterback, and he's like lateraled it forward about 2 feet. They've been throwing passes, but they've been dump out to the receiver and things like that. So
in at linebacker 36, DJ Bruton. So some guys working their way in. Tykerian Cuthbertson is in at a linebacker spot. We just saw him run the 2-point conversion in. And 35 is also in, and that's LeConte Morton. So some guys getting their first playing time of the year.
5-yard penalty, encroachment call against the Golden Lions. So that's 1st and 5, and so this is probably the best chance Highland Tech has had of getting a first down.
Yeah, they're up somewhere around the 30. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our Gardner-Webb University halftime show. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our Gardner-Webb University halftime show, as well as our James River and Equipment recap and stats of the first half. We'll be back in 3.
Whether you've got 1, 2, 3, or even 4 kids headed back to school, the cost adds up. New clothing, new school supplies, and more. If back to school is adding up on you, head to Basic Finance in Shelby. You'll get grade A service at Basic Finance. Give them a call at 704-481-0111 and schedule your appointment today. See the friendly staff at Basic Finance, located at 306-2 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, right across from Shelby High School. And remember, golf on Saturday, church on Sunday.
In Cleveland County, you might see me at a local sporting event, the Cleveland County Fair. We might cross paths at the grocery store or at the next benefit. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local professional when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on most. I'm Bert Kostner. Call me at 704-482-2436 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And to learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money, be sure to ask for me, Bert Kostner, 704-482-2436.
Call Bert Kostner, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, today. Find out why more and more folks are going to Butler's Tire and Auto Repair in Kings Mountain for all of their automotive needs. With fall and winter coming soon, head to Butler's Tire and Auto Repair and have your vehicle checked over. Get your oil changed, get a new set of tires, check those brakes, and they are a North Carolina inspection station, Butler's Tire and Auto Repair, located at 404 East King Street in Kings Mountain, right across from KFC. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Call 704-750-4645 for Butler's Tire and Auto Repair in Kings Mountain. Like them on Facebook, too. Cars for all budgets are found at Car Pro Auto Sales and Repair in Shelby. Car Pro is family owned and operated, bringing you high quality vehicles at very reasonable prices, like a 2019 GMC Acadia Denali with 96,000 miles for $21,495, a 2017 Ford Edge Sports Crossover for $16,500, or a 2020 Chevy Equinox LS for $14,495. See the entire inventory online at CarProShelby.com. Car Pro Auto Sales and Service, 1520 South Post Road, Highway 180 South in Shelby, right across from Ingalls. Carolina's Commercial Realty is the only triple realty in Shelby, offering sales, listings, and leasings. Owner Rick Francis has been serving this area for 40 years with his insurance companies and now can offer commercial, residential sales, purchases, and leasing. Rick has been involved with many community activities and is here to help you with your commercial and residential real estate needs. Just call 704-477-2338 for Rick Francis and Carolina's Commercial Realty. Office located at 1230 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, Suite 5. Online at Carolina's Commercial Realty and Associates.com.
4 generations. Now think about that. 4 generations of serving our area, providing understanding, care, and comfort to help you through a difficult time. That's Cecil M. Burton Funeral Home and Crematory. That's over 90 years of experience, knowledge, and tradition. Their staff takes pride in the professionalism your family will receive. Cecil M. Burton Funeral Home and Crematory, 106 Cherryville Road in Shelby. Online at CecilMBurtonFuneralHome.com. Call 704-480-8383. The Clay Barnett Funeral Home in Shelby gives you 5 reasons to choose acclimation over cremation. Acclimation is a gentle, dignified process. It's a process that uses 95% water instead of fire. 20% more ash remains are returned to the family. It is a green process with no emissions and no harmful greenhouse gases. And acclimation prices start at $25.95, and payment plans are available with credit approval. Consider acclimation, exclusively offered by Clay Barnett Funeral Home. Online at claybarnett.com with locations at 303 Pfeiffer Road, Kings Mountain, and 1401 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. It's the 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Plan now to bring the family out for a big night of fun. Entertainment includes the Majestic Spectacular Thrill Show, Canines in Flight, the High-Flying All-American Frisbee Dogs, the Magic of Lance Gifford, Act Monsters Chainsaw Art, and the Demolition Derby. And Right Off for Rides will be back with over 40 exciting rides. And, of course, the many food vendors, games, livestock, and other attractions. The 101st Cleveland County Fair, September 25th through October 5th. Y'all come. It'll be fun. See why Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby is known as the builder's choice. With fall and winter coming around, cold weather will be here, which can be hard on your home and decks. Protect them with products like Benjamin Moore paint, Cabot stains, and Ready Seal for your decks. Ready Seal is goof-proof. Even you can do it. And with fall here, pick up a new leaf blower. Plus, you'll find a full line of Makita tools. So protect your home with a stop-in at Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Airwood Street in Shelby. Online at clevelandlumbercompany.com. Yes, they are the builder's choice.
All right, welcome into our Gardner-Webb University Stadium halftime show. Shelby leads Highland Tech 74-0. That's right, 74-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky halftime scoreboard. I'm going to let Jeff give you some James River and Equipment recap, and then I'll give you some stats in the first half.
All right. Shelby took the opening kickoff and ran it back for a touchdown, but got it called back. So Shelby started on their 30-yard line. They ran 5 plays and scored a touchdown. Calvin Ramsor, a 5-yard touchdown pass from Land Farmer. Collins had a reception for the 2-point conversion. Shelby led 8-0. Then Highland Tech, on their first play after the kickoff, they completed a pass that was fumbled, and then Julius Brooks scooped it up, took it in 12 yards for a fumble return for a touchdown. Collins caught the pass from Roseboro, a little of a trick play there by the Golden Lions, and it was 16-0 Shelby led. With 9:24 left in the first quarter, Lorenzo Roseboro, 11-yard touchdown pass from Farmer. The conversion failed. Shelby led 22-0. With 8:51 left in the first quarter, Jalen Tate, an 18-yard touchdown pass from Farmer. The conversion pass failed. Shelby led 28-0. With 4:55 left in the first quarter, Cole Wakefield hauled in a 10-yard pass from Farmer. Jonas Woods with the run for the 2-point conversion. Shelby led 36-0. With 23 seconds left in the first quarter, Jalen Tate, a 26-yard run pass to Land Hollyfield was complete for a 2-point conversion. Shelby led 44-0, and so that was the score at the end of the first quarter. With 9:12 left in the second quarter, Tyler Tate, an 8-yard pass from Farmer. Raper ran for the 2-point conversion. Shelby led 52-0. With 8:22 left in the second quarter, Tyler Tate, a 36-yard touchdown run. The run for conversion failed. Shelby led 58-0. With 3:35 left in the second quarter. Jonas Woods, 2-yard touchdown run. Farmer ran for the conversion. Shelby led 66-0. And with 32 seconds left in the first half, Kendrick Raper had a 25-yard run. Tykerian Cuthbertson with the 2-point conversion run, and Shelby leads 74-0 at the end of the first half. Shelby, first possession, they ran 5 plays and had a touchdown. Second possession, and that was a 70-yard drive. Second possession, a 5-yard drive, took 2 plays to score the touchdown. Third possession, an 18-yard drive, that was 1 play to score the touchdown. The fourth possession, a 39-yard drive, that took 5 plays. Fourth possession, a 55-yard drive that took 3 plays. Next possession, a 5-yard drive that took 1 play. Next possession, a 26-yard drive that took 1 play. Next possession, a 68-yard drive that took 4 plays. And the last touchdown, 1 play for 50 yards and a touchdown. So it's been all Shelby. It's somewhat what we expected, but we didn't expect the ease with which Shelby scored. Highland Tech has turned the ball over 4 times. They've lost 3 fumbles and thrown an interception. And Shelby's been guilty of 6 penalties for a total of 50 yards. Highland Tech's been guilty of 5 penalties for 25 yards. And it's been all Shelby.
Yeah, looking at the stats for the Golden Lions, Farmer is 13 of 15 for 223 yards and 5 touchdowns. Kendrick Raper's 1 for 1 for 25 yards. So the two are combined to go 14 of 16 for 248 yards and 5 touchdown passes. Emmanuel Collins, man, he leads in yardage. He's got 3 catches for 116 yards, but he hasn't scored a touchdown. They've been called back. Lorenzo Roseborough's got 2 catches for 16 yards and a touchdown. Calvin Ramseur has 4 catches for 25 yards and a touchdown. Cole Wakefield has 2 catches for 35 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Tate has 1 catch for 8 yards and a touchdown. And Jalen Tate has 2 catches for 48 yards and a touchdown. Rushing, Shelby, Kendrick Raper's got 1 carry, 25 yards, touchdown. Land Farmer's got 1 carry for 9 yards. Tyler Tate's got 1 carry for 36 yards and a touchdown. Julius Brooks has 1 carry for 4 yards. Jalen Tate has 2 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown. And Jonas Woods has 2 carries for 3 yards and a touchdown. So Shelby with 8 carries for 118 yards and 4 touchdowns and 248 yards passing and 5 touchdowns. They also have a defensive touchdown, and that accounts for their 10 touchdowns. And, of course, they've, more often than not, they've made their 2-point conversions. They got a little, basically 4 extra points, if you would, via the 2-point Hojo Power Sports 2 points versus the typical point after extra point kick, which, again, here at Highland Tech, you've got the woods in one end zone and you've got the gymnasium in the other, and that just makes it for a lost football. It's a roof that's only about 15 feet high, and you kick it up there, and I don't think it's going to come back. And so it's just a matter of you just can't afford to kick and lose the football. Yep.
And
it's only 15, maybe 20 to 25 feet behind the goalpost. So you don't have to get a big foot into it to get it up there. And then the other end zone is just woods right behind the goalpost, and nobody wants to go back there and retrieve the football.
No.
So 2-point conversions, again, Shelby with a bunch of them, and in all different ways. We've had a wide receiver throw to another wide receiver. We've had Landon Hollifield catch a 2-point. We've had Tykerian Cuthbertson run one in. A little bit of everything there as the coaches are trying some different plays. But it's been all Golden Lions. I didn't do the stats for Highland Tech, but they've definitely got negative yards of offense and 4 turnovers. So the Shelby D's been really good, and Highland Tech's helped them a little bit. Highland Tech will get the second half kickoff. I don't know if that helps them or not, because the offense has been going backwards most of the evening when they do hit the ball.
A conservative estimate is they've had maybe 4 plays that have gained yardage.
Yep. They've completed one about an 8-yard pass to number 4, Irvin Thompson. He's also caught a pass that he fumbled and was returned for a touchdown. And then I think Polks, once he got in, has 2 or 3 1 or 2 yard runs kind of behind the center. But when Rice was back there, he ran once, he fumbled it and lost it. And, of course, Redlinger, he had nowhere to go when he was back there. He tried to take one snap out of the Wildcat, lost 9 yards, and the other 2 carries he lost 2 and 3.
So Shelby's run 23 plays.
Yep.
And I've got them for at least 336 yards. I may be off a few, but so they're averaging almost 15 yards per play.
Yeah, I've got the Golden Lions with 366.
Yeah, and I think what's happened is I started the distance for the entire drive, and so they might have had they've had a few 10-yard penalties, and they've overcome all those. So I think that's the difference. But I mean, and nobody likes a game like this, and people are going to look and say, Shelby has scored 74 points in the first half, and the quarterback's throwing all these touchdown passes. He's basically flipped it forward to a man in motion. He's flipped it out to the side. I mean, since the first quarter, they haven't thrown a pass, downfield.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So you try to get through this second half. The good news is there will be a running clock for the second half.
Yep, no doubt about it. And we'll take a quick break here on this Gardner-Webb University halftime show. Jeff, we'll try to get a couple of scores in before the second half kickoff, and we'll do that right after this. Shelby leads 74-0.
When it comes to great seafood or steak in Cleveland County, it's the Creekside Seafood and Steak. There's no better place for hand-cut steaks, including filet, ribeye, T-bone, and New York strip. And now get 2 New York strips with salad and baked potato for only $35. And try their seafood from perch to flounder to shrimp to catfish and more, all served with your favorite sides. And they're open for breakfast Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Creekside Seafood and Steak, 1025 Kaiser Street off Highway 74 East in Shelby, open 11 to 8 Tuesday and Wednesday, 8 to 8:30 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and 11 to 2 on Sunday.
All right, they're already lined up for the Jam and Jay's Pizza kickoff, so I'm going to try to get you a couple of local scores. Burns leads East Gaston 46-0. It is Kings Mountain and Bandy's tied at 14. East Rutherford leads College Prep and Leadership Academy 64-8. Crest leads Asheville 42-6. Chase over Blacksburg 22-0. South Point over TC Roberson 28-6. And it's Matt Grenier with a good Jam and Jay's Pizza kickoff and a little bit of a seam for Highland Tech.
Yeah, this is definitely the best return that they've seen, and they're probably going to have the ball out beyond their 30-yard line. It'll definitely be the best field position that Highland Tech has had all night long.
Looks like it's about the 38 is my best guess. He's just shy of the 40. And let's see here, they trot out there at quarterback. Again, it was Brendan Rice for most of the first half. Then they brought in number 15, and his name is John Prolks. And they did a little bit better with Prolks only because he's a little bit more of a bruiser runner, if you would. So let's get you some players in there for the Golden Lions. 36, again, that's LeConte Morton at linebacker. 44, Tyson Johnson. 20, Bryson Brown.
16
in at DB. And who is 16? Dimir Farmer. So 16 in there at safety. He's got the slot receiver. Prolks is going to throw it. He's got some time. He airs it out. It's caught over the middle. Still on his feet. And finally tackled. That's number 3. And that's Jalen Bernard.
First down for Highland Tech.
That's a big play. I mean,
big play. That's down to about the 35, 40-yard line, maybe?
Yeah, let's call it.
What did I say? About the 40-yard line, I believe.
Yeah, 40-yard line. So that's a gain of 22. Easily the best play of the night for the Rams. And now Prolks will throw it again. And he's going deep. And it's a jump ball. It's caught by his receiver. And that's Irvin Thompson.
So a second first down. Highland Tech has never scored against the Golden Lions in these 4 games, so we may be looking at a historic.
So that's all the way
drive.
down. The chains haven't moved.
Looks like maybe it's down to the 25. At some point, they got to move. I think it's the 25.
So that's about another 15 yards, another gutter guard first down. That's 2 straight. And how about Prolks completing 2 straight first down passes? 1.
Actually, it's all the way down to the 20-yard line.
So let's call it a 20-yard pass then. And that's to Thompson. And we got ourselves a first down at the 20. Prolks to throw again. He rolls out. He's got some run room. He tucks it. And he's going to get 5 or 6.
Yep, going to be down at about the 14-yard line.
So 6-yard run, second down and 4.
This, by rule, it's got to be a running clock, so I'm going to guess we're already down probably 9 minutes or so, but I don't know. We're having to. Yeah. Thank goodness for Big Greg Jones. He's kind of giving us. He's in a position where he can see the clock, so he's letting us know what the time is.
Second down 4. They got to get to the 10 for the first down. They're at the 14, and they're taking some time off the clock.
As well, they should.
Yep. Again, running clock this half. They're over on the left hash, and Prolks stays in at quarterback. Number 6 is flanking him. That's Eden Barnes. And Prolks is going to throw it back of the end zone. Thompson nearly picked off by Kieran Thurman.
A lot of pressure put on Prolks that time. I believe big number 74 was in there. That's Kendall Smith. Another Golden Lion hit him right when he was throwing it. And like you said, that was almost an interception. And who was that? Is that Kieran?
Kieran Thurman, yeah.
Thurman.
Look at big 62s in there, too. That's a mammoth lineman.
And I 62, that's don't have his name. Got to be one of the JV players.
Yeah, I think that's Drakeford is what we heard. Kinsley Drakeford, I think.
3rd down and 4.
Prolks in the shotgun. It's a bad snap, and he's going to have to take the sack. And the ball's still on the ground. I think Prolks finally was able to come up with it.
I believe he got it. Yep, he did. But that ball's going to be back at about the 20-yard line, so that's going to be 4th and 10 now.
Number 36.
He did a heck of a job to keep that ball because two Golden Lions just about got it away from him. So 4th and 10, biggest play of the night for the Polk County offense.
Tackle made by DJ Bruton behind the line of scrimmage. So 4th down and what'd you say, 10?
They are lined up for a field goal attempt.
All right.
This attempt is going to be made, I think, again, that's 44. Their punter and their kicker.
Leibacher.
So it'll be a 37-yard field goal attempt. Snap back. Kick is low. Kick kind of into the backs of the offensive line. So the field goal failed. Golden Lions will take over on their 23-yard line.
So first near score for the Rams, but not to be. And it's a good drive. You got to give them some props there. A couple of first down passes from Prolks. 1.
Clock is running. There's 5:52 left. It does not stop in the entire second half. It'll just continue to run until the end of the 3rd quarter. So Golden Lions having some trouble getting all their offensive linemen in.
Raper in at quarterback. Tykerian Cuthbertson's your running back. And it's going to be a handoff to Cuthbertson. He's hitting the backfield, but he
just about got away, but it's going to be a loss of about 4 yards.
Man, maybe. Yeah, so great penetration there by the Rams. Cuthbertson, the biggest back that the Golden Lions have. Well, Tate's probably pretty close, but we'll say that loses about 4. 2nd and 14. Cuthbertson stays in. And Raper's going to throw it. And he's got a man streaking down the left sideline. It's caught.
That's number 9.
That's Cole Wakefield, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds on the Rams sideline.
And it will be the Rams side of the 50. So another first down. I've only got Shelby for 8 first downs in this entire game, Brent.
Yeah. So that went from about the 19-yard line.
We're going to guess to the 40. Again, everything is happening away from us. We just have to sort of guesstimate because we can't even see the sticks because of our vantage point.
We'll call it a 41-yard catch just to be safe. And that's Wakefield's third catch.
Number 11 on the run, and he's run all the way to the left side, back to the right side, and
was that Tyler Tate again?
That's Tyler Tate for the touchdown.
So Tyler Tate from what, 40?
We're going to say 40, and he ran it 100 and some because he ran it all the way to the left sideline, then ran it all the way back to the right sideline. So that's 100 yards running from sideline to sideline like that.
So Tate with his third touchdown, and he's touched the ball 3 times. 8-yard catch, 36-yard run, 40-yard run, and now the Hojo Power Sports 2-point conversion. Kieran Thurman now in at quarterback to run the 2-point conversion. And actually I'm wrong. That's Raper. That's 19. So that's Raper with Cuthbert's in for the 2-point conversion. Roseboro, Wakefield are your 2 receivers. And it's going to be Raper taking it in on his own for the 2-point conversion. And so Shelby leads 82-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard here in the third quarter. We'll be right back.
5 big tractor trailers have arrived at Cummings Furniture in Shelby, all loaded with mattresses, and all are now on sale. A queen set of Euro top mattresses for $339. Cushion firm queen sets $349. And listen to this: All Best, Signature, Catnapper, Benchcraft, and Ashley recliners. Buy one, get one free. Prices start at $699. That's Cummings Furniture Company, 410 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at CummingsFurnitureofShelby.com.
Smiles are the specialty at Family Dental Care in Shelby. Doctors Jim Wilson, Paul McMurray, and Chase Price invite you to see them and their staff of well-trained professionals, all working together as a winning team to provide you with the highest quality treatment in a warm, caring setting. For your appointment, call 704-482-3281. Family Dental Care, 416 West Warren Street in Shelby. Online at shelbydentist.net. Family Dental Care. Remember, smiles is their specialty, and kids love them too.
Jay's Pizza kickoff, Matt Grenier. Pretty good kick. It's fumbled by Highland Tech, but picked up and then immediately swarmed by the Golden Lions. That was 84 again. Jace Lewis. And I'm going to say it's probably back around the 20-yard line.
That's a good guess. I imagine we're late in the third quarter with a running clock.
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, if Shelby were, Shelby's hit 80 for the first time I think I've ever seen, Jeff.
I think they scored 80 against Bessemer City one year, I believe.
Okay. And I know if they get a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion, that's 90, and I know I've never seen them score 90. But Highland Tech has the football. They're, again, taking a lot of time in between plays, and I'm not even sure there's a play clock at this point. So the officials will probably give them a little bit of leeway to run a little bit of clock, as this one's all over but the crying, as they say. Prolks at quarterback. He's in the shotgun, and somebody false started, I'm almost positive. And I almost want to say it was the center, didn't snap it.
I believe that's the end of the third quarter, Brent.
Yep, that'll do it for the third quarter. Now at least we'll be back on our end of the field for the remainder of the game. After 3, Shelby 82, Highland Tech 0. We'll be right back.
Now is the best time ever to buy your new floor for your home or business at Floor in America in Kings Mountain or Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia. Now get 12 months financing and pay 0 interest. That's right, pay no interest for a full year. From LVP flooring to carpet to vinyl to tile to hardwoods. They've got it all, and now 12 months interest-free financing. At Floor in America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, and Carpet One Interiors, 2757 East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia. Your perfect floor starts at Floor in America in Kings Mountain and Carpet One Interiors in Gastonia. Foothills Podiatry in Shelby is happy to announce the addition of Dr. Strudy M. Carwa to their staff. Dr. Carwa is looking forward to providing you with exceptional care and comprehensive solutions for your foot and ankle needs. She brings a genuine passion for podiatric medicine and surgery, and she will be a valuable asset to their practice. Foothills Podiatry, 707 North Morgan Street in Shelby, online at foothillspodiatry.com. Call 704-487-6672.
All right, we're back, and Highland Tech has the football. 1st and 10, and I guess they're 20 when it was on the other end of the field, but it's more like the 15, maybe even inside.
I guess they did have the 5-yard penalty because they did have it around the 20. Yeah, so that 5-yard penalty did actually occur.
Okay. So Polks, he's got Lewis now in the backfield with him. Now Lewis makes it an empty backfield, and they're going to throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Thompson catches it and gets a good block from Lewis, and he's going to turn it up the field for a good game.
He may get another first down.
Really nice block by Lewis to free Thompson.
And it is another first down.
So nice pass play. That's a gutter guard of Kings Mountain first down.
3rd first down of the game and of the second half.
So that's out to about the 30-yard line. So we'll give him 15. And Thompson's having a pretty good game when all is said and done. He's got 4 catches for the Rams. And they come out 1st and 10 around the 30. Maybe, looks like it's right on the 30-yard line.
In 1923, Shelby beat Kings Mountain 80-0.
Prolks to throw. Out of the backfield, Lewis makes the catch. Oh, big-time hit from Tykerian Cuthbertson.
Held on to the football.
And
he's up. That was a heck of a hit.
Man, that was a
5-yard gain. And that was one he was being hit low, and as he was being tackled low, he got hit up high, and nothing, nothing dirty about it. Just 2 good hard hits that happened at the same time.
So first catch by Lewis, and it's going to be second and about 6 or 7. If I'm just judging by the yard marker there, I can't see the field very well. But yeah, it's a big hit. Number 35. Morton went low and ball was on the ground, and it's going to be a sack.
Way back to about the 25-yard line.
And that'll be DJ Bruton along with Kendall Smith. So seems like every time they've had a good play, Jeff, something negative's happened, like a bad snap like that.
Bad snap or a fumble.
So that loses yardage back to about the 25. And it looks like that's going to lose about 6 yards. 3rd and about 13. Coming up for the Rams after the game, we've got our stadium post-game show sponsored by Stamey Funeral Home. Falston, we got our James River and equipment recap of the game. We're also going to give you an offensive, defensive player of the game and an overall
timeout called by the Rams.
All right, we'll take it. With Shelby leading 82-0 under no Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
Only 30 minutes away is your best deal on a Chevrolet. Listen up, Cleveland County. Did you know you're only minutes away from Fred Caldwell Chevrolet in Clover? It's people you know, like Wayne Gregory. He's been putting Chevrolets in driveways for years, along with Greg Good, who will help you with a payment that will suit your budget. They'll even come pick your car up in Cleveland County, take it to Fred Caldwell Chevrolet, and have it serviced and bring it right back to you. That's Fred Caldwell Chevrolet, Highway 55 in Clover.
It's the Slingshot Showstopper sales event at Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 customer cash on remaining 2024 models, plus 15% off accessories. Plus, it's the all-out summer sales event on all Polaris models with up to $4,000 off 2024 models. And financing at 0% for up to 60 months. And save big on the Suzuki King Quad ATVs with 0% financing for up to 36 months or $1,600 in customer cash. At Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Highland Tech timeout. A couple of scores. Jeff wanted to know that Lincolnton and Cherryville score, and I got it. It's 21-0 Lincolnton in the third quarter. Another score of note, West Lincoln 22-15 over Bessemer City. That's also a third quarter score. And here we've got a third down and about 13. Colts rolling left. Got pressure from Smith. He's going to throw it up. He's got a man, but
I think it was almost intercepted. The ball was up in the air, and one of the Golden Line defenders jumped up and almost made a catch. It knocked it away, so that's going to be fourth down. It's a number 20. I can't tell what the other number is, though, Brent.
Yeah, it was a tall guy back there. 20.
Is it 22?
22. And who's that on your roster?
Tyler Camp, 6'1".
Yep, he came from nowhere. Made up a lot of ground and knocked that away. Now we got a fourth and long.
Fourth and about 15. Highland Tech is not in a punt form. Well, they're in a huddle right now.
Yeah.
And the clock continues to run. So I mean,
well, you think this is for sure a punt situation, and they've been punting, but I don't see Leibacher in there.
Well, I think they're going to run as much clock as they can and then try to pick up a first down.
So Colts in the shotgun. Hard count. Now he'll throw it. Late pressure over the middle. Just shy. He was going for number 8.
He had him open, but the throw was just not a very good throw. He was under a little bit of pressure, and so that's going to turn it over on down. Shelby's going to take it on about the 20.
Well, you wonder if it's the time of the game where if there's enough, or will Shelby take a knee? I mean, is there that little a time where Shelby's just going to take a couple of knees and call it a ball game, or is there, 6 minutes where they got to run some plays?
Shelby's going to take it on the Highland 27-yard line. And they've got 58 in at center. And we don't have his number. We've had that trouble before.
So snap back, and this will be just a straight handoff to the freshman Jonas Woods, and he's going to score. And that was Kieran Thurman at quarterback, hands it off to the freshman, and Woods in for his second touchdown. That's 27 yards. So 26 runs for 27. And we've got ourselves a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. That'll be sponsored by Hojo Power Sports. And I'm trying to say, Kieran Thurman's in there. Boone Weiss is in at H-back. And you've got Jonas Woods staying in. Dimir Farmer's in at receiver. And it's a fumble back. Thurman picks it up, and he's running all over the place, and now he's going to just have to run. And versus field, he's running towards Highland Tech sideline. He's picking his way, and he's diving in.
He made it.
Did he get in?
They signaled good. So he ran again. He had to run about 60 yards back and forth. And who was that ran it?
Kieran Thurman, the quarterback. And guess what the score is now?
90?
90-0. And so that's definitely a score I've never seen.
Well, I saw a score 80-0. Shelby beat Kings Mountain way back in 1923. They scored 70 or more against Bessemer City a couple times. They scored 72 or more every time they played Highland Tech. Shelby's first game that we have a score from, though, way back in 1920, Brent, was 100-0. They lost to the Charlotte Beards.
I lost 100. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Injured Ram was number 53. That was Christopher Carmona.
Okay. So we're not sure. Still 5:20 to go. 5:20 to go in the fourth quarter. And Shelby leads 90-0 on your No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. That's assuming I've gotten all the 2-point conversions.
That
right.
is 90, yes.
So now we got Preston Ash for the first time this half with a Jammin' Jay's Pizza kickoff teed up. No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard lit up tonight by the Golden Lions. 90 points. Whew. Next week, Shelby travels to West Lincoln, and this kickoff's a pretty good one, taking it about the 18. It's knocked around, though, and Shelby might have recovered this. It bounced around, and 3 or 4 guys had their hands on it. Shelby's got it. So Shelby takes over at the 23 or 4 yard line of Highland Tech. Well, let's see where the spot officially is. So we'll call it the 25. Another turnover for Highland Tech. And Golden Lions, I mean, with 5:20, you got to run some plays. You don't have to. I mean, you can take a knee and just turn it over, but a lot of faces in there. 62, we think that's Drakeford. 74, Smith. Boone Weiss is in there. A.J. Wisnant's in there.
They've started the clock, and the quarterback's over there with the Shelby coaching staff. I think they're going to take a delay. Well, they're now running him up onto the field. I don't know. There's just so much time. I don't know what you can do.
Tyler Camp is in at receiver along with Dymere Farmer.
I think they're in victory formation.
So Thurman in the shotgun. He's got Cuthbert's in next to him. Boone Weiss is in an H-back. Again, taking as much time off the clock as he possibly can before they snap it. And it is going to be
victory formation.
Kneel down by Kieran Thurman. And I don't know how to officially score that. Sometimes I'll see that Jim and Bob scored as a team loss of yardage.
Yeah, it's not really fair.
Yeah.
They give him a 8-yard loss. I mean, they're just trying to end this game without going to triple figures.
Yep. So the clock continues to run. Shelby continues to run as much.
And Shelby just hopes, I mean, don't call a delay a game. I mean,
I think everybody's ready to call this a night at 90-0 Shelby and get out of here with no injuries, and hopefully some good sportsmanship will be shown. Good effort by Highland Tech. They just were outmanned, and I like the fact that, you know, they showed some fight, and Proltz completed some good passes. They've got some decent skill positions out there. They just don't have enough bodies. And that's another knee, and surely there can't be much time left. There's no play clock on, and it's just kind of like, hey, there's an understanding. You can have about twice as long to run a play as normal. And so I think Shelby's doing everything they can just to let their clock run out on this one. Thurman to the sideline. He comes back to the huddle. Hopefully this is the last snap of the football game coming up. Again, victory formation for the Golden Lions. They're going to take this and move to 1-0 in conference play. See some scores. See see if I can get some updated scores from the area. South Point has defeated TC Robertson 34-6. Burns leads East Gaston 46-0. Second half, Chase leads Blacksburg 22-6.
And that will be the ball game, Brent.
That'll be the ball game. So your final score: Shelby 90, Highland Tech 0 on your Noah Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with our post-game show and stats and recap of the game.
Don't wait till it's freezing cold outside. Now is the time to get your fireplace serviced by Future Energy Company in Shelby. Say you don't have a fireplace? Well, see Woody Padgett and Future Energy Company for all kinds of fireplaces and gas logs. And for those backyard cookouts, check out the Big Green Egg or Grills by Primo and the Broil Master Outdoor Kitchens. Future Energy Company, serving this area since 1983, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby, online at futureenergyco.com.
A small college town could be right for you. Gardner-Webb University is a private Christian liberal arts university in Boiling Springs that was founded in 1905. Whether you're graduating high school, transferring universities, pursuing an advanced degree, or returning to the classroom as an adult, Gardner-Webb has over 80 majors awaiting you. Become a part of Bulldog Nation. More at gardner-webb.edu. Make sure to catch a home-running Bulldogs football game through November 22nd.
Is your home or business in need of a new roof or gutters? Look no further than Gutter Guys. Gutter Guys provides complete gutter and roofing solutions in our entire area, and even in Columbia, South Carolina. With over 22 years experience, Gutter Guys specializes in metal and shingle roofing, seamless gutters, and copper works. If your roof and gutters need some attention, Gutter Guys is here to help you. No job is too big or too small. So give them a call today at 704-879-4384 for Gutter Guys. Serving the Carolinas since 2003.
Help! Help! He's back in town.
Yeah, I'm back in town, and this town is going down. It's me, Clint Eatswood, and I can't be stopped. I eat all the wood I see, and there's nothing you can do.
Someone call H&H Pest Control. They'll stop Clint Eatswood.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Stop Clint Eatswood before he destroys your home. Call H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing at 704-482-2847. Online at hhpci.com. It's an end of summer blowout sale at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Window air conditioners and portable air conditioners all on sale. End of summer savings on scratch and dent appliances, including refrigerators, upright and chest type freezers, ranges, dishwashers, and more. And all in-stock mattresses on sale. Hurry in now for the end of summer sales at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up, online at HendrickAppliance.com.
Go! We're going down to the Honda shop. I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
Get on your Honda and ride red during the Ride Red Summer Sales event at Honda Motorcycles in Shelby. For over 45 years, Honda Motorcycles of Shelby has been serving this area with sales, parts, and service. And now get low-rate financing during the Honda Ride Red Sales event. Use your bonus bucks on accessories, a down payment, or the Honda Care Protection Plan during the Ride Red Summer Sales event. Going on now at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard. Online at HondaMotorcyclesofShelby.com.
For over 60 years, through 3 generations, Hoyle Plumbing has been the reliable source for all your plumbing needs. Whether residential or commercial, our skilled technicians can handle your every plumbing issue. Rather tackle the job yourself? Hoyle Plumbing has a parts counter well-stocked and open to the public with knowledgeable people to answer any plumbing question you may have. Reach out to us today at HoylePlumbing.com. That's H-O-Y-L-E plumbing.com. Your hometown plumber for over 60 years, Hoyle Plumbing is here for you.
Just in time for your Labor Day picnic. Innovative Pool Designs in Kings Mountain and Belmont are having an end of summer blowout sale on the remaining grills in stock. Now get 25% off in-stock grills and take 10% off any special order grills. And while there, take a look at the spas, saunas, and pool designs for your backyard. Again, take 25% off in-stock grills now through September 2nd at Innovative Pool Designs, located at 629 East King Street in Kings Mountain, 6426 Wilkinson Boulevard in Belmont. Online at ipdnc.com.
Escape the elements and get back to comfortable with James River Equipment's Back to Cool special. Step inside a John Deere 3R, 4R, or 5E 3-cylinder tractor and enjoy the ultimate operator experience. The premium cab keeps you out of the dust, dirt, and bugs, while air ride seats and quiet climate-controlled interior lets you focus on getting more done. With up to $5,000 off and 0% financing for 72 months, there's never been a better time to upgrade your ride. James River delivers. Ends 9/26/25 with approved credit from John Deere Financial. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
James River Equipment Company, 703 North Post Road, Shelby. Bring the family out for a night of great food and fun at Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory in Shelby. They're open Tuesday through Sunday. Try their big buffet and salad bar. You're going to love it, with special pricing for seniors and kids. The kids will also love the big game room. This Christian-based company is locally owned and operated. You can order online at jamandjayspizza.com. Takeout, curbside, or delivery, all available by calling 980-303-2792. Jam & Jay's Pizza Factory, 1011 Grove Street, off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Applying for a car loan has never been easier than now at Jeff's Auto Sales in Lincoln and Shelby. Just apply online and get your financing pre-approved. Just go to jeffsautosales.com. And remember, they are the home of the $500 down payment. And shop online for your next vehicle. See the entire selection, pick out the one you want, and just apply online. That's Jeff Auto Sales, 3081 East Highway 27 in Lincoln, 4490 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Again, apply online at jeffsautosales.com.
All right on cue, Jeff's Auto Sales. I got Jeff Jones with me. It's not his auto sales, but
No, I'm not selling any autos that I know of.
but I am going to turn it over to Jeff for our James River and Equipment recap of the ball game, and then I'll give you some stats.
All right, first score was with about 11 minutes left in the first quarter. Calvin Ramsor, a 5-yard touchdown pass from Land Farmer. Man Collins has a reception for the 2-point conversion. Shelby led 8-0. With 10 minutes left in the first quarter, Julius Brooks, 12-yard fumble return. Collins on the pass reception from Roseboro. Shelby led 16-0 with 9:24 left in the first quarter. Lorenzo Roseboro, 11-yard pass from Farmer. Conversion attempt failed, so Shelby led 22-0. With 8:51 left in the first quarter, Jalen Tate, 18-yard pass from Farmer. The conversion pass failed. Shelby led 28-0. With 4:55 left in the first quarter, Cole Wakefield, a 10-yard pass from Farmer. The conversion was Jonas Woods, and so Shelby led 36-0. With 23 seconds left in the first quarter, Jalen Tate, 26-yard run. Conversion pass to Land Hollifield was good. Shelby led 44-0 at the end of the first quarter. With 9:12 left in the second quarter, Tyler Tate, 8-yard touchdown pass from Farmer. Raper's conversion run, Shelby led 52-0. With 8:22 left in the second quarter, Tyler Tate, 36-yard run. The conversion run failed. Shelby led 58-0. With 3:35 left in the second quarter, Jonas Woods, a 2-yard touchdown run. Farmer's run for the conversion. Shelby led 66-0. And with 32 seconds left in the first half, Kendrick Raper, a 25-yard touchdown run. Tykerian Cuthbertson with the 2-point conversion. Shelby led 74-0. In the third quarter, Shelby only had the ball 3 times. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter, Tyler Tate, 40-yard touchdown run. And we just did not see who had the run for the conversion. It's 82-0 Shelby. And with 5:20 left in the game, Jonas Woods, a 27-yard run. Kieran Thurman with the conversion run, and Shelby led 90-0. In the second half, Shelby ran a total of 8 plays. 4 of those were knees for the last 4 minutes of the ball game. The other 4 plays netted 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Shelby only had 8 first downs for the game, less than they had touchdowns. Shelby was guilty of 6 penalties for a total of 50 yards. The Highland Tech was guilty of 6 penalties for 30 yards. Highland Tech had 3 first downs, 2 in the third quarter, 1 in the fourth quarter, and they missed a 37-yard field goal that was blocked, and it was all Shelby. Shelby wins by a score of 90-0.
Yeah, it's hard to even say that score, 90-0. Let's look at some stats for the Golden Lions. Land Farmer played basically half of football, 13 of 15, 223 yards, 5 touchdowns. Land also ran it one time for 9 yards. Kendrick Raper was 2 of 2 passing for 66 yards, and he also ran it once for 25 yards and a touchdown. Receiving tonight, Emmanuel Man Collins, 3 catches, 116 yards. Lorenzo Roseborough, 2 catches for 16 yards and a touchdown. Calvin Ramseur, 4 catches, 25 yards and a touchdown. Cole Wakefield, 3 catches, 76 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Tate, 1 catch, 8 yards and a touchdown. And Jalen Tate, 2 catches, 48 yards and a touchdown. Rushing again, Raper, 1 for 25 and a touchdown. Farmer, 1 for 9. Tyler Tate, 2 carries, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns. Julius Brooks, 1 carry for 4 yards. Tykerian Cuthbertson, 1 carry for -4 yards. Jalen Tate, 2 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown. And Jonas Woods, 3 carries for 30 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Shelby ran it 11 times for 181 yards and 6 touchdowns. They threw it 15 of 17 for 289 and 5 touchdowns. They also had a defensive touchdown among their 12 touchdowns scored tonight, and right to that 90-0 victory over Highland Tech. And it's time to give out some hardware. Let's start with our defensive player of the game. I'm going to put all of this on Jeff. So
my brain is.
That's our Martberger Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Shelby. I mean, we could just give it to the guy that scored the first defensive touchdown, which was Julius Brooks. Or there were so many negative
plays, and everybody for Shelby played well. I mean, why not? Julius Brooks with a 12-yard fumble return for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that got things going for the Golden Lions. Our defensive player of the game, sponsored by Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Shelby. Our offensive player of the game, sponsored by Marburger Chevrolet of Shelby. How about going with Cole Wakefield, who came in at receiver? No J.J. Williams tonight. And Cole stepped in, 3 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown. Nice game from Cole Wakefield.
Who was
sales overall player of the game tonight as Shelby rolls by a score 90-0. Next Friday, Jeff and I will have Shelby at West Lincoln.
West Lincoln High School.
At West Lincoln. West Lincoln was leading
Bessemer City, I believe.
Bessemer City. Last we saw, it was 22-15. I'm going to try to go over one more time quickly and see if I can get an updated score. There are some big, Shelby put 90 up. There's a lot of other scores that are pretty lopsided as well tonight. East Rutherford was leading in the second quarter against College Prep and Leadership Academy, 71-8. Watauga beat Mount Airy, 61-7. So there's some. West Lincoln is now pulled away from Bessemer City. That was a 22-15 game. Now it's 37-15 West Lincoln. And then Lincolnton leads Cherryville 28-0. That's a fourth quarter score. So those are some conference scores for you. Some area scores. Final, South Point over TC Robertson 34-6. Burns, the last we had, leads East Gaston 46-0. Crest has defeated Asheville 56-12. 56-12. And Kings Mountain and Bandy's in a tight one is 27-21. Kings Mountain in the fourth quarter. So, Jeff, it's been an interesting broadcast here at Highland Tech. We appreciate the hospitality from the athletic director, Coach Ward, and her team here, and we made it. And it was a nice night for football, not too hot, just right temperature. Shelby wins 90-0, and we'll move on. 1-0 in the conference, 1-2 overall. And Jeff, next week
at West Lincoln,
the Rebels are going to invite the Golden Lions over there. So for Jeff Jones and Kevin and Calvin and the team in the studio, I'm Brent Pasco. We'll send it over to our post-game call-in show, and that is our Full Throttle Power Sports post-game show. Be sure to call in and tell them about this one or another game you watched in the area. And we'll see you next Friday for Shelby at West Lincoln right here on KTC Broadcasting.
Service, dependability, value, fast delivery, and more.